Can I be a pitbull named Princess? Yes, you may. If only there was a way to stop my back pain. This is me, by the way. You should try bending even more, then you won't even have a back. Anxiety, and deep down, when you're awake, it's not affecting, well, it still is affecting you. Trying to sleep, it's in your brain now. This explains a lot. Chickenless bone wing. Wrong. Ghost chicken. This is such a cool drawing. Updates. Be sure to feed the baby lobster every hour. They have their own bottle, so do not share with the jellyfish. He means a little squeeze bottle with brine shrimp inside, but bottle feeding the lobsters? This was too good of a mental image, I had to draw it. When the character doomed by the narrative is actually doomed. Let it grow. I'm done with this school. Oh nice, so now it will finally grow. Art I taped to the bathroom stool. Don't be shy, pull him down. Enough of pet peeves and character designs. What are your favorite things you like? Small characters with oversized weapons, especially if they can hold it in one hand easily. Walked by a coworker's computer and he was just looking at a picture of a hot dog. He was hungry. He was eating in his brain. My vent art. I need women. Honestly, to learn how to draw anatomy, you must learn how to draw the butt first. Not sure why, but that's how I did it. What? Whoa, you tried and whoa, those are some cool hands. When you cook for everyone and they tell you how much they liked the food. Really, you mean? Looking at pictures of characters on my phone at night feels like this sometimes. Blow pictures. I love jokes that are like, everyone act natural, and everyone is like, new game, draw your favorite squad like this. Bipolar creature. Colorful, not colorful. I love my wife, can you tell I love her so much? Loving your wife isn't a personality. Okay, tell that to my wife, who I love. My brain was granted a vision. My hand merely a vessel for a higher power's will. A platypus? Parry the platypus. Maid cleaning a massive surely belonging to the richest people you've ever seen. And as she's walking from room to room, you notice that every single portrait is of her. She's still the maid, but the owners really like her. You understand. One of my favorite things is when a hockey brawl breaks out and you just see two players from opposing teams just holding each other on the side. The coolest person ever rode past me today, and I had to sketch them. Everyone at my funeral. Some sad, some nervous, some... I don't know. When you're drawing, do you ever just, wow, I suck at this. Stop stressing about the things you can't control. Just ride the wave, even if the wave is trying to kill you. I wish I could pull the sad out of you like this. I don't think it's working, Jim. I think you're pulling out my lymphatic system. My veins, Jim. Give me my veins back, Jimmy. My art teacher assigned a project in freshman year. Combine two things you don't expect to be together. And my autistic didn't understand he meant art mediums and make this. Bad instructions. What's the fastest way to a girl's heart? Median sternotomy. Why am I so frustrated all the time? Shouldn't I be better at things than I am right now? Look at me, I'm aging. I'm only 22, dude. My 4-year-old made this picture of one of his favorite cartoon characters, Old Man McGucket. This is also what it looks like when McGucket draws McGucket. I think The Weeknd should have been in Sing 2 as an ant. And he looks like this. Can we bring back these ugly things? I agree. When you draw a good hand, and when you draw two good hands. Yo, what's going on with this person's nipples? Playing with OCs is either tonk, yay, or it's for character development. I promise. Cat being abducted. Please note, the cat's tail is straight up, indicating happiness, comfort with being abducted. Says a lot about society. Draw your OC/favorite like this. Is he drinking bleach? Just take the L. Take the W, King. Take the M. My school's mural of Albert Einstein and Walter White. I don't know why cream cheese makes such faces. What is this drawing? This is something out of like Odd Taxi. My dad who wants the Brussels sprouts to be healthy. Me who wants the Brussels sprouts to frick like hell. Did a doodle of this cute iPhone dog you probably had as a kid. First drawings of Tenor. Originally he was actually supposed to look like more of an ant and had 4 arms. I didn't like that idea. I like this idea. What am I looking at? Slop. I don't know. If anyone can help me out, appreciate it. Funny exaggerated face I'm trying to replicate in my head. What it looks like in the mirror. We throw up on each other. We were cooked in a lab to have no good qualities. Hyena riding a fridge that I see in my dream last night. On his way to a Taylor Swift concert. Name this anime duo. My ex-wife and her legal team. Anime, you say. Every 6 months, a new show comes out that looks like this. The Bengals. Specific art thingy that I like. Okay. Peak. Wings with hands. Well, wings that are hands. Your mom is so fat, but I don't have a mom. Really, bro? I'ma hug you. You suck. That's not how you're supposed to insult people. Yucky you. What am I doing, bro? The cake is almost ready. Yeah, I can tell. I haven't any idea what you mean. A computer made this. Ugly, stolen, awful art. Grunk does not give a damn about this weird Mageddon. Yeah, because he's got a beer. Most painful type of commenter to see anywhere. Metaphor art with metaphors.
What the skibbity was bro high when he made this? Lol, this is so crazy.
I don't think they usually get gold for this though. Can you post on here that Canadian trauma core you posted on Twitter? Pretty please. I'm sorry. Sorry, Canada, sorry. A shower thought I had. Which is cuter? The first one made me jump. Me and the bestie. We're both autistic. Okay, so basically. Okay, my turn. Both talking about interests and listening. Hey, I have never felt the joy I feel looking at this image. Sincerely thank you from the bottom of my heart. Mirror, camera. Are you okay? Yeah, I'm just gonna take a nap. Welcome to Kitty City. I wanna stay here forever. Bringing back this classic trick I saw on Tumblr years ago. 1. Draw layout. 2. Perspective warp. 3. Voila. You see everything. You draw hats so well, and I'm like so amazed by it because every time I try it, it looks like they're wearing buckets. How do you draw them? I'm getting my license in 2 weeks. The most important part of driving is to keep your eyes in the distance. Ooh, like Project Sekai. Please let this be a normal field trip. Are you going left or right? Left. King Crimson, I'm in your court right now. Why are you trying not to laugh, bro? My Chikawa's OC, his name is Hubert, and he is useless. But he looks so innocent. For Pete's sake, the next chapter.
Thanks for the ride.
Peter Griffin. I know the context, but I hate how cute Peter Griffin's art style looks here. Not scary versus scary. I think they're both scary, but yeah, left kind of looks... It's too emotional for a skeleton. Is that what it is? The one on the right just seems very out of it. Delusional. Doing nothing. So you're dreaming that you're being productive? Nice. I usually dream about ruining my life. Keep clicking, Clippy. I think he likes it. Yo, I think he's liking it a bit too much. You gotta chill, man. Can I smash? No, you cannot. Hey guys. Jelly donut. Not what I'm called. Rice donut? Huge fan of this dynamic. Incorporeal... the person... Oh, okay. The only person who... This is just schizophrenia. You got me. I miss having hyperfixation. Oh my god, what is that? Having normal conversation with mutual. Big Bobby Emily liked your reply. Side foot level. Expert. 3/4 foot level. No. The struggle is real. Tiniest foot tutorial. Can add toes or just have shoe. Is good. Have day. Hysterical kind of trio dynamic. Character A. Full of love, joy and whimsy. Character B and C. Peel off your skin. Oh well, if a bumblebee's telling me, I think I should. I crave the cruelty of your bat. The fan art. The canon interaction. Sub. Loser. I'm not the loser, you are. Glaggle grooming. This is what grooming used to mean, guys. I hope South Park fans know this is what their fandom looks like from a normal person's perspective. We need more messed up fictional women. You guys couldn't even handle Black Diamond. Who is Black Diamond? In my lip lair. I don't want to know anything more about this. Why is this Deltarune fan art? What is this game even about? Hot and cold water. Hit me up for customs, Starboy. So I know what Tumblr attractive person is, but I can't remember what the Tumblr attractive face is. Oh, you know, it's the cat from Alice in the Wonderland. Stop using that emoji to punctuate your sentences. My petlet match and my pet puddle of gas did not get along. They're just playing. The villain's faithful pair of henchmen. Matchy, 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 matchy. This is exactly what it feels like. Thank you. Surfs reacts to isopods. Fat foul beastie reminds me of the devil. He's on an acre laptop. There's a labyrinth. In the middle of it, a minotaur is making waffles. Minotaur in the kitchen. The waffles will be ready just a minute or so. Oh. Full of joy and whimsy. Bold characters when they fall into the hands of a 12-year-old artist. What, they get made into a computer? Characters with a hat. Same character with a hat, but it covers half of their eyes. Bonus if mouthless. How to make stupid face tutorial. Draw a blob like this flat at the bottom, smooth at the top. Add a circular pupil. You will come back. Wrong. Having anxiety is like being given permanent unwanted custody of a halter Arabian. Like, okay buddy, is it panic time again? Cool, you probably need more exercise and an apple, and then maybe you'll calm down. Taking my stupid walks for my stupid mental health with my stupid hypervigilant brain horse. Oh, worm. Ouch, it's not a worm. Crows aren't dumb.
This would never happen.
Everything seems to be working fine at the biscuit factory. How to draw this? I don't want to. We should all draw you then. I wonder how an ingrown halo would be like. This gave me a few ideas, so I sketched all of them. Parasitic, malignant, Crown of Thorns. Shrike's Nest. Shrike's Nest is the best. New type of weird guy just dropped. Would you like another nail, sir? Sketch versus the duck. It has been 3 days and I'm still laughing at this tweet. For one of those games. Oh, I have work tomorrow and the day after that, but not the day after that. That's why my life is so good. Driving home. Pee-pee. Happy Pee-pee Friday to those who celebrate. Do you have a crush on anyone? Of course not. Making a necromancer. Which one of you prefer reanimating you? Shout out to the little girl at my store today who had a shirt that said skeleton mouse, and she was carrying around a plushie of a rat, had hair clips in her hair that had rats on them, and a necklace with a rodent skull on it. Whoa. As I was checking her mother out at the register, she pulled out a handful of rubber rats from her pocket and put them on my counter, to which her mother sighed and said, "No, sweetie, he doesn't need rats." To which I just looked at her like this. Embroidery cat, my beloved. The dog from Teletubbies. Perfect creature. Hello, yes. Paint me like one of your French chunks. Mentally, I'm a cowboy cat looking over my crops. Did you take your meds and have something to eat and drink today? No. We are an idiot. Yep. Woof. Chicken in trousers. Drawn in 1783. Hey, do you guys like the stamp I made? Yep. Can yours up close and can yours 5 feet away? Okay, this for a different video. I'm king of Watercup City. Yeah, I just make sure I always take my glasses out of my room once I finish them. Why isn't it doing anything? Because there is no answer greater than silence, and no punishment greater than forgiveness. Go. How life got me feeling. I am going crazy, but I'm not going crazy enough to where it's like, this person's going crazy. This AU got me laying awake at 3 a.m. thinking about Steven Universe surviving a job interview. Connie, what's a social security number? Stan, you don't have a social security number? Don't worry about it, kid. Paul's open drawer. Which one do you want? Ken holding a baby breadhead. Look at you, you've got so big already. Do y'all think breadhead just... I like to headcanon that Mud is the only one who knows how to tie a tie. I like to imagine when the family are wearing suits, they just make a queue for him to do their ties. He would be so grumpy about it. How do you do that? Eat my Asian eggs and my sister-in-law made a drawing to commemorate the moment, and also because it was my birthday. She's excellent. Thank you. You should all visit her page and admire her work. I genuinely believed the eggs were being swallowed whole until what? I hate how this got cut out. This animal. The cozy. My sleepy air. I used to do this with Tinkerbell, but she just purrs too loud and I can't sleep. I'm sorry, Tinkerbell. She would still sleep on my lip, but I just couldn't be near my face. When you're trying to sleep and all you hear is... I'm a very weird sleeper though. Any sort of noise will keep me awake. Unspoken Riz versus harassment. Thank you to our amazing Los Angeles firefighters. Stay safe. The Simpsons team has made a message of support to those affected by the California wildfires. I was putting papers in folders today, and the resident Tattletale started calling my name, and I can hear it in his voice that it's some stupid thing. But I finally turned around and it was just a crude drawing of a masked child at a desk wide-eyed and frantically pointing at the kid at the next desk who has their mask down and their entire slobbery hand shoved into their mouth like it's normal. What made the kid do this? Is he possessed? Artists, have you ever drawn something that's so extremely powerful and moving that you'll be worried for the rest of your life you'll never be able to create another drawing that evokes that much feeling, that for as long as you live you'll never be able to make something better and anything you create afterwards is just a waste? Anyway, this is mine. Will you dance with me one last time? Can I headcanon that Hux is ridiculously good at strategy games? When he was a kid, he won all these space chess tournaments. He acts so smug and is just the worst to be around. Meanwhile, Kylo is just terrible. He never learned to play properly because Chewie used to always let him win. Well, time for bed. Aren't I a tough nut to crack? Good morning, everyone. Yeah, the other night I woke up in the middle of the night for no reason, and I was just panicking. I still don't know why I was panicking. I was just panicking for no reason. I wish I could remember what it was about. I didn't even think it was about anything. My body was just panicking. Why? How does that happen? Long ago, 2 races ruled over. That was like a weird hiccup. That's a hiccup, but it's one hiccup and I'm not gonna get another one. Does anyone else get that? Oh, I'm kind of feeling number 2. No, I'm good. Me. When the only way out is through. Can't go under it, you can't go over it, you can't go beside it, you gotta go through it. That's actually a really good life lesson. Hold on. Yo, I never realized. In 2020, a necropsy of a bald eagle found floating on a Maine lake beside the floating body of a loon chick found that the eagle had been stabbed through the heart by an adult loon's beak. Is that the Loch Ness Monster? De Chirico's painting made for a magazine competition. I found it in a weird PDF but can't find it anywhere else. He suffered from extreme migraines. Is it just like a portal in the middle of nowhere almost? So like just showing how annoying a migraine is, you just can't miss it. Yeah, it is, right? I've had a migraine before. It's horrible. Thinking about Greninja, but shaped like a desert rain frog. Vaporeon could probably do this in canon. Like several Dex entries state that almost 100% water when you tell his spoiled air no. Come on baby, time for your eardrops. Blop. No. Soda Pop, a highly carbonated soda drink. It can be used to restore 50 HP to a single Pokemon, pouring Coca-Cola into a rare, sickly bird's mouth, confidently and without doubt. Coherent philosophical. Why do I always get it wrong when I say it in a sentence? I know what it is. Philosophical. Coherent philosophical thought. Oh, coherent philosophical. Oh, I just have to get really annoyed at myself and it will work. Jeez Louises. Chappelle Rowan in the Trojan War. We need an I'm visiting the Lawrence Public Library and found what is possibly the strongest opener for any book ever. When I was a baby, I was evil. My rotten son drew this horrid portrait of me, so I sealed him within the hole. My bus driver speaks Spanish, so I left him a little gift. Te amo. We're making a new number. The number F. Autism, ADHD, anxiety. I drew the gang. My horrible hybrid of all of them. That's just a dear. What I think will happen every time I ask, can I join? Grandpa does not want to be in painting class. No. Get me out of here! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's got a 7-pack! Want to sound less negative? Sound like an alien. Recollection of today's events. Woke up, blanked out, TV static, well, I guess that's fine. I heard a commotion of buzzing in the long grass, so I went in there with my pajamas because I thought it might be a wasp attacking something. Cool, but it was just a bottle fly getting upset because there was a sticky seed on its wing. Of course I peeled it off for him. He's my neighbor. Reconstruction. The cozy. My sleepy butt. This animal. This is all a person could ever want. Daddy, he's mad at you. Lil bro, the house is yours. He said he wants you gone by tonight. I'm gone by now, bro. I remembered I have free will and a paint set. Hawk saying tour. Hey, this eye looks pretty good. Now let's draw the other one. Oh god damn it. Every artist ever. I love when rabbits look straight at the camera and they look like this. Anyone like my tattoo idea? It's about life. Homer Simpson making Bart. Damn, what am I gonna tell my teacher? That your dog ate your homework? How AI should be used in art. Create a masterpiece that will make me rich and famous. Here's some tools, tutorials, and lessons you can learn to create a masterpiece. Unrelated, but why is the robot kind of? And this is why we're stuck as a society. The most hateful person you've ever met. Big fan of said media. Piece of media explicitly against hate. Fascinated by this phenomenon. Don't bring religion into it. Come on. Salutations. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious looking nook and cranny. Him. You better not be an idiot leaf lying on the floor. Me. I hate this, I hate this, I hate this. When this happens, just shoot them. You don't have the balls to shoot. If you kill me, then you're just as bad as me. Oh, I can't do it. Okay, but what if they're in love, Your Honor? What's a real movie, you obvious snob? Thanks for asking. A real movie is one that was made with the primary purpose of telling a story, not investor value. I enjoyed this movie as never an incorrect take, and there's nothing attractive or cool about judging someone for it. Enjoy what you enjoy, ignore what you don't, and leave other people alone. No, you're wrong. Why would you consume that? Can you just let me enjoy this? Oat milk is made by milking goats and then putting the milk through a fine filter to extract all the G's. I heard that's where they got the G's for cell phone service. My little cousin confidently declared that Mother Nature had a counterpart named Daddy Electric, and I feel like this concept needs to be explored. I see the vision. Using Google Keyboard Alchemy to create the most miserable emojis possible. Using Google Keyboard Alchemy to create the most beautiful world possible. Being alive with mama. Don't spiders eat their offspring? How it feels drawing when you have art block. Utterly soulless sketch I did after smashing a woman. My life feels empty. I had a dream I saw this guy in a supermarket and he said to me, "Merry Thanksgiving, it's a boy." And then he exploded and destroyed the whole establishment, drawing house from the inside out. Most sane house fan. What should I pick for my Valentine's fit? Mouth perfect size for put baby in to sleep soundly. Put baby in pelican mouth. My sister's baby shower has a suggestion box. Like, what's up, danger? It's a good movie. I'm sorry, sir, but you have been diagnosed with French. Chad, c'est cereal? Oh god, it's getting worse. This is a carved watermelon. No, it's not. It's a hatching dragon's egg. fantastic. No one is gonna convince me otherwise. I love sighthounds. I love dogs that just look like this. Why does my back always hurt so much? Me, in my optimal drawing position. I just saw a dog carrying a full bottle of Dr. Pepper in his mouth. Cannot overstate the significance of this. She was just standing there. I am so cringe, but I don't care. I'm having fun. How I feel after eating 2 bowls of spaghetti. Ugh. Actually, I didn't eat all day just so that I could eat 2 bowls. I feel fantastic. Why are you a freak? I love spaghetti. This user wishes to transfer their imagination onto the canvas. Literally. Be cool if it worked like this. My love language. Random 2 characters. Oh my god, it's us. Sometimes drawing be like expectation versus reality. I haven't any idea what you mean. A computer made this. Ugly stolen dog poop. Born to dilly-dally. Forced to lock in. Born to forced to. I can't believe they actually made a drawn version of us. I know, right? It's crazy. Drawing meme templates by yourself is fun. Yup. Naming the character. Deciding character's background story. When people expect you to do things for them just because you're the artist in the family. It has been 3 days and I'm still laughing at this tweet. Thank you for ruining my birthday. Birthday! Someone threw a nut hot dog at you? When your pet comes to you from another room. The preceding moments meant that they were alone somewhere and thought about you. An animal brain literally thought about you and came to you to see what you were doing. That's love. Unconditional. Wonder what the 2-legged idiot is up to. Mouse MD. Encountering. Approach and sniffing. Grooming. Mouth biting. Tongue pulling. Recovery. He needs mouse bites to live. I was initially planning on being a casual fan, but then I thought, why not just let it consume my soul instead? This is me but with anime. You have spreadsheet brain. I have palette brain. What do you mean people don't love only one person forever and ever and ever and ever and ever? It's all I got. How do you stay silly despite it all? I must maintain my whimsy, lest I lose everything. I love being a night person. These dark rooms are awesome. But what if there was a scary creature? I used to be scared of the dark, but now I'm not scared. But I'm scared sometimes of what's in the dark. Specific art thing that I like. Okay, peak. Wings and wings with hands. Flesh and machine. Machine and flesh. Never get sick. Always having good weather. Immortality. Being able to draw things the way you see them in your head. Out-of-pocket letters from elementary school kids to US soldiers. Dear soldier, my name is Donovan. I want to give you a happy Valentine's card because you'll probably never get to see your family again. I want to let you know that I care. Sincerely, Donovan. Not gonna do that. Shout, yum yum, come get you some. Stir and serve over rice. Hey, I painted you as a sloth. I hope you like it. Enjoying hyperfixation. I'm so cringe. But someone said, you can just do whatever you want forever. Enjoying hyperfixation. Something that happened a few years ago in my religion class. Okay, are there any questions? Yes. Yeah. Have you ever seen a real demon? Yeah, actually, the last time I spoke to my father. Holy shit. When the lyrics you've been mishearing are more clever than what's actually in the song. That feeling when you're just chilling and that floating flesh eye reappears once again. Dude, go away. I like this. Damn, who's this diva? Literally any fat character. It's Sully from Monsters Inc. Aklut, a gigantic wolf-orca hybrid from Inuit mythology. I'm glad this is mythology. Hell no. How do you come up with ideas? Pain and suffering. Pain. They should let me design shirts. Yay to yippee. I really struck a chord here, didn't I? Man, I'm so hungry. How hungry? Today's problem. What do chairs for dragons look like? Big comfy pile of pillows. Well, that doesn't work in the scene I'm doing. It's too cute not to draw. So cute. I like dragons. Imagine a dragon at a roadshow appraising its hoard. Imagine the dragon's hoards monetarily worthless things like newspapers or old bones, and the person appraising it is getting more and more nervous about telling the dragon their stuff isn't worth anything. Imagine the dragon knows and just likes watching the person squirm. The dragon actually hoards uncomfortable situations. Well, you certainly have a lot of items. Have you ever thought of a Chinese dragon combined with a dachshund or a ferret? You mean like a little wiener dog dragon? She wears short skirts. I leave a slime trail when she's cheer captain, and I'm just snoth. I've discovered the ultimate life form. It's illegal to not say, oh, big stretch, when your dog does a big stretch. This is barely a manslaughter. It's a crow's insult. It's devastating. You're devastated right now. I was watching Futurama with my friend last night, and it glitched out so bad, I got the best screenshot ever. That's actually a symptom of ADHD. I want that twink obliterated. This is how the movie went, right? Trunk. By whom, though? I might be your classic hunk body type, but I'm not exactly a top. I have a couple exes I could call that might be his type. Do you want someone who would take him out for dinner? Or, I want you to kill him. How did you find me? I'm Batman. And you're still my son. I will always find you. Mainly because I'm Batman. That's a lie. I would rather die than lose my kids. I love this idea that I'm Batman is his instinctual answer. And then he realized, oh, he should probably give his kid like an actual parental response. Enough time has passed. Who is the artist on the Disney Japan team that wants scar carnally? Something holy inside you wants to get out, but you can't let it. Refuse to kill people, yet they blew up 2 Death Stars full of innocent workers, many of which were from the public sector and not even directly with the Empire. Checkmate, Resistance. Another day of being a morally neutral and innocent civilian. Giga Death Superkill Planet Cracker Slaughter Raid 3000 Worksite. I now pronounce you Mr. and Mrs. Freaky Doodoo. Sometimes I forget. Damn, only 10 likes, but that's actually 10 people. Imagine 10 people in a room. How do people even fail math? Stat error. Which opinion about history will get you like this? America has objectively done more good for the world than any other nation. I'm not sure about any other nation. I think most nations have done good and bad. No, because why did my teacher do this? Chalk doodles. First art style versus second art style. Explaining your OC's lore to that one mutual who is legitimately interested. So a friend. My introverted butt be like, friend? No, socialize. Only friend. Bumper stickers for when you're one honk away from ending it all. Do not honk. I will cry so hard. If you're close enough to read, I'm hyperventilating. Baby on board. It's me. King Crimson. I'm in your court right now. Why are you trying not to laugh, bro? Boat captains with short tow ropes, please pull closer to the dock. To comply with updated verification guidelines, we will now require a digital representation of your persona. Verification. Computers be like, this is true as hell, and it's the number 1. My brother, that's the fakest statement I've ever heard. Holy. Your friend's watching something for the first time and getting to that scene versus you, the knower. Someone, look, I got 100 on my finals. Me. Behold in the field in which I grow my fricks. Lay thine eyes upon it, and thou shalt see that it is barren. Huge fan of this dynamic. Incorporeal, the only person who can see/hear them. The red string of fate. According to the myth, the gods tie an invisible red string around the little finger of people who are destined to be soulmates and will one day marry each other. It can get twisted and knotted, but it will never be broken. This gives me hope. Oh, they better be on a plane or this is gonna get weird. When you finally get to the scene you've been waiting to write. Giddy leg wiggle. Okay, I don't write stuff. It came to me in a dream. I guess we're doing records now. AI is taking our jobs. Hey guys. Oh, it's Weird Al. Why are you all looking at me like that? Anyone else feel that being human is like being a long-time syndicated cartoon character? Watching the world get more complex while your own design stays the same until you're incongruous with the reality around you. I'm never laughing my flesh again. 4 more glasses to go until you pop like a balloon. Funny exaggerated face I'm trying to replicate in my head. What it looks like in the mirror. Funtime Freddy looks like he farted and is waiting for you to smell it. This is a foul comment. I made that. Expecting a kiss with tongue. Hasn't kissed anyone ever. The kiddo made me a drawing. She said, guess what Pokemon's inside? That's awesome, man. Right, I was pumped. My new Oblivion character. Evil freak. Pulled an all-nighter and then promptly passed out. I drew this sometime and have no recollection, but I think I get what I was going for. Therapist. The old official Percy Jackson art can't hurt you. The old official Percy Jackson art. What I want to draw and what I actually draw. Mum gives me how to draw anime books when I was younger. Uses them. Can you draw something other than anime? Me. I was supposed to draw a male cow, but I drew it as a female instead. I made a mistake. Who remembers cross-hatching? Twinkle, twinkle, little star, why is art so freaking hard? Up above the world so high, I can't draw the other eye. Twinkle, twinkle, little fuck. Damn it, what the I give up. This is my anthem. I was painting when I couldn't find my tea. It took me a while to realize what I'd done. Being friends with artists. What people expect. Getting art all the time. The reality. Very earnest and heartfelt, but very empty promises of art all the time. I have never related to a comic so personally. Drawing when no one is watching. Drawing when people are watching. What do you do with all your art? Stare at it until I hate it. What's it like being an artist, writer, or a musician? Math class is the class where your inner art comes out, more than in your actual art classes. When artists die, they go to hell and are forced to draw all the sketches they promised to do for their friends. Never stop drawing. The progression. When I was in the hospital, they gave me a big bracelet that said allergy, but like, I'm allergic to bees. Were they going to prescribe me bees in here? Having anxiety is like being given permanent unwanted custody of a halter Arabian. Like, okay buddy, it's panic time again. Cool, you probably need more exercise and an apple, then maybe you'll calm down. Taking my stupid walks for my stupid mental health with my stupid hypervigilant brain horse. Origami tutorials be like, step 1, step 2. Kid called Kevin, he was cracked at this. I've mentioned Kevin in a video before. Dude was cracked. He's like a genius. Writing. Yes, how devilish. 90% of my writing experience is doing this. So there's a medication called hyaluronidase. It's used to make other medications absorb better because it makes the cell wall more permeable. One common usage is to make the local anesthetic more effective during surgery. For instance, it's used in a number of injected medications medications. Bee stings contain an enzyme very similar to this medication. So sometimes people with bee allergies have an allergic reaction to hyaluronidase. I forgot how I said it originally. I genuinely forgot. This is called cross-reactivity, where your body mistakes something for the thing it's actually allergic to and has an allergic reaction. I should have just read the TLDR. They won't inject you with bees, but they might inject you with purified cow testicle juice, and your body might say, cow balls are basically bees and try to kill you anyway. The world is full of such beauty and wonder. Thank you for that sentence. Bro looks easy to draw. He was very easy to draw. Life is amazing. I can't believe I'm 25 and just found out I like to draw. These things are everywhere in elementary for some reason. What are these even called? I recently learned that wall outlets in Denmark look very happy, unlike ours. It made me wish they would come over here and cheer ours up. I drank and tried to draw God. Another reminder this exists. My uncle and I get a kick out of it every time we see it. I have it saved in a special camera folder, and I always pull it up when I'm sad because it's one of the funniest things ever. People be like, be yourself to make friends, as if this isn't how I act when I'm not masking. I miss you, kiss you, miss, wah, wah, wah. The last thing you see before I lunge at you and rip your face off. Company. Your ideas, your work, your time, your sanity. Alex, you will always be a legend to me. No, Mom, what do you mean? Please don't send me to the padded white room. I'm filled with joy. My favorite animal faces. Aerodynamic malice. The side-eye. How hungry are you? A Topodentatus, thought to have lived between 247 and 240 million years ago. I can't get over the fact that this hammerhead shark art is from the 1700s. Hammerhead shark art from the 1700s, you have to stop. Your vibe is too joyful. Your smile is too contagious. Your character too whimsy. They'll giblify you. Maybe I wouldn't hate myself if I worked out. Nope. That wasn't it. I had a dream that my partner and I were trying to find a single seat on a very crowded bus, and among all the human passengers was a rat taking up a seat. I was like, why not just take this seat and hold the rat in your lap? And the partner was like, no, that's his seat. Algebra class boring as hell. I'd be drawing crazy stuff. I literally looked like a creep. Stranger. Me looking at his backpack. Are there any characters here I know? My bus driver speaks Spanish, so I left him a gift. It's gonna be a long year. A gift! Germs, attack! No, we must wait 5 seconds. Yes, wait 5 seconds because you don't know what they're gonna do with the food. My housemate's cat is super chatty, so I've just started responding to him.
Meow.
Dude, you can't say that.
Meow.
You're gonna get cancelled, it's 2025. I know you don't care, but you have a platform and a responsibility to conduct yourself apparently. Fine, I'll go screw myself. When the ship's got an official art like this, you know it's gonna be good. Today on, I didn't realize I was into that. I am one freaky MF. At least tell us what you're into, then we could judge you. Toby's art isn't the most detailed or prettiest, but he's a beast when it comes to facial expressions. I need someone that can make annoying music. That's true. This fox looks like a level 1 RPG protagonist, setting out from the starting town. Adventure awaits you, little buddy.
Squank, 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 squank.
After me and my ex broke up, I would draw comics of myself in the future, married to a homunculus clone of him. His arm just falls off. So someone's pouring them coffee, I think? Keep pouring. I've spent the last 5 minutes laughing at this. Appropriate reaction is appropriate. Accidentally says the word when I'm singing along. I don't like that they drew me. You have the terminal baby disease. It's true. The doc said so, you're just a baby. Do you mind if I talk to you while you work? Wait, what are you doing? Put them into a bowl and chuck them away. Not sure what I'm supposed to do with this information. Nothing. Hey guys, here's my post where I analyzed in this one piece of media. I hope you enjoyed. These are just my thoughts on it. The guy that made the piece of media in question liking my post. Could you imagine how hard these would have gone if Alien Stage had been made in 2016? It's so over. We're so back cycle. It's so over. We're back. We're so back. It's over. My friend who just lies to me for fun all the time, but I believe him every time anyways. Did you know? Says blatant lie. Wow, really? No. Is this called lying though, or is this just trolling? I don't know. Sarcasm? I don't... I guess they're just a chronic sarcastic liar. I saw God depicted like this in a 90s Christian cartoon. My OC, his name is Hubert and he is useless. The Saga of Clark. This is my OC, his name is Clark. Well, I wonder what sort of power he has. None. Every time I look on itch.io, I find at least one game that fits into one of these two categories. Evil cannibal kidnaps, tortures, and eats you. Sloppy evil Google factory. Selfie, real life. Pictures taken by other people. Self-perception. I'm going to listen listen to my favorite song once again. Wait, why does it sound awful? It sounds so bad. I was playing a game I couldn't pause, and my mum walked in my room and wanted me to try the ribs she made, and I was like, okay, in a second. And she just went, it's okay, I can feed you. And she's just feeding me ribs while I'm fighting for my life. Here's a rendition. Parasite inside, it's a baby, but it's a parasite. There's a CrossFit gym next to my house named Underfit, and all I can think of every time when I walk by is some kind of Undertale where everything is the same except everyone is ripped. Beware of the man who speaks in punches. I don't know how to explain this feeling, but does anyone else have a body, the true me, body, no me within? Twitter is reinventing Deltarune.
La 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 la.
Get a job. Stop licking that lollipop and flicking the propeller with your hand. What the hell? This is the last time I buy an annotated book on eBay. How the hell do I draw a tongue? Like Manny. Look at my kitty. Aww. That was the ugliest cat I've ever seen. This frog is very strong. Rabbit, rabbit. Members of Carnivore paired with their common ancestor, Amiacid. Day 4 of torturing my math teacher every time she gives me homework. Steve, stop cursing me. I got mad at my math teacher for making me do math, so I didn't write anything down and drew him giving birth. We come in peace. Wrong finger! Peace sign uses 2 fingers. Instead of using a censor bar, not safe for work artists should start using a really stretched out JPEG of the character they're drawing. Glaggle grooming. Recollection of today's events. Woke up, thought about absolutely nothing, I just went hazy. Well I guess that's fine. Shout out to the person who thought, how can I illustrate an elderly deer, and came up with this. Hey, also, you know the thing that where a dog is determined to lick your face, but you don't want to get your face licked, so you kind of cup the dog's head between your hands. But what you failed to consider is that the dog is determined to lick your face, so they will stretch their whole skin off their skull to make it happen. Like, I hope she's a messy eater. Then I can do that cute cheek wipe thing for her. Get out of my restaurant. Too messy. What's your problem? Does in fact want them badly. Ooh, you want me so bad. Ship dynamic I really like. Seal.
Ah, bah, 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 bah.
Just a little guy. Potato dog. Sea lion.
Bark, bark, bark.
Spooky. Man in a wetsuit. Character who is never portrayed smiling. Smiles. Character who is always smiling when they don't smile. Brooding serious anime guy with a sword 3 times his size steps in a puddle and turns around and looks directly at the camera looking like this. My coworker be losing his mind. What plush companies think cute is. What's actually cute? Why is the cop blush? Oh, tip? You want to tip me for ending your life? Me. The internet, life goals, but you can jump over the hole. Oh, little rock, were you once a mountain? Yes, in the same way, we both were stars once. Kinda going through it right now. We can't be mountains all the time. Sometimes we need to be small enough to be held in both hands also. Favorite character with not safe for work eyes? Normal. Fricking, wait, Garfield's got those eyes. Draw me a pretty picture. Holy cow, this is amazing. Wait, your teacher marks your stuff in green pen? Go now, my children. Be free. Convert to Philbism. In Philbus, I trust. Eat your chair. Okay, I will do. The coolest thing just happened to me. A ladybird went on your ladybug tattoo. I drew a frog because I felt like it. The correct shape of frog is him. If you're having a bad night, here is a drawing of a snake wearing a boot. Had a dream that Tumblr came up with a new creature called Greacher, and it looked like this. So this is why alligators and crocodiles look so fat, because they keep eating stones. I know what you're thinking, you dirty boy. What is he thinking? Moths close up versus butterflies close up. Guy in electric chair. DJ. I had a dream where I had an army of them, and I was their god. Whenever I commanded them, they would fall out of my sleeves and carry me through the school hallways. Prehistoric fish Yuri. They look like sturgeon. Anomalocaris, when the Cambrian explosion is an actual explosion. He goes extinct. Cockroach. What about cat roach? What a beautiful field of flowers. Shh, smoosh. No spooky stuff today. Feel the eel. Jesus, what the hell is that? This is my friend, you a-hole. Art tutorial. Kai Cenat face to normal face. How do you wish me to curse your enemy? I curse them to be always on the verge of falling sick, but never ill enough for actual treatment. Living in a state of eternal, unactionable discomfort. That is so messed up. Your friend's watching something for the first time and getting to that scene versus you, the knower. When a hand holds an object, the skin merges with the surface. Beautiful person / monarch who is a little odd. Bonus points if gothic. Mysterious guy. Curly's so real for that. Who is Curly and why is he spitting on this person? New tech just dropped. Mouse emoticon. My first cosplay. How did I do? Why am I laughing so hard right now? Oh my god. It's just a cow. God, I wish I knew how to do this. Play nice with the others, okay? Okay, Mr. Hart, listen to me. Funny, exaggerated face I'm trying to replicate in my head. What it looks like in the mirror. Full of North American brown bear diet. Ships that look like this either breaks me or heals me. You have enough skulls, but I don't have these skulls. You collect skulls? Look at what I got you. Cool, but what is it? It's something girls usually wear when they do girl things. Awesome. OC's making out? Good night, my friends. I hope I have good dreams. Making out with me. Whatever this shoulder, elbow, hands, arm circle thing is. I can't get a freaking job. I don't want a freaking job. Sending love to those fighting the job market. Whoa, right in front of our kids, you sickos. Is it obvious I grew up madly in love with this guy? Growing up is realizing Sans fangirls in 2016 were kind of onto something. Shh. Sorry, bro, but according to my calculations, you have to now kiss me on the lips. Bro, it's in the math right here. I checked it with a calculator and everything. Not trying to ruin the whole vibe or anything, but Alfie's has some pretty huge assets. You know what I mean. Crack, now that assets are gone. You know the drill. Show me your hear me outs. Who the hell just said the Atlantic Ocean? Really like the, oh, he looks like his grandfather. I'm particularly fond of this one. The worst, a blue guy. Oh my god. And lastly, he's the pack leader, obviously. The big wolves are his younger sisters. The coveted pizza. Ravenous beast, typing with one hand. What wasted unconditional love on somebody who doesn't believe in that stuff. You can enter. Remember to open the jaw. Yeah, open your jaw gently. Don't slam it. Get the hell out. No, seriously, I'm busy and want to stay alone right now. I am thankful for, can you be my wish, baby? Oh, whistle? Oh, glad to see you're practicing self-love. Peace and harmony to you. Always gossiping, plus judgy, plus sassy. Yeah, over there, nasty bitch. She thought she ate. Why are Chinese reaction images always so low res? These look like they were smuggled across the border, hidden in a Ziploc bag, stashed in the gas tank. Literally my worst experience ever, just in general life. Babe, I love you so much it hurts. Oh, kiss me like you never have before. The hell am I looking at? Flying spaghetti monster. Okay, I made it like this. Hello, fun facts about him. I'm really not a god. I didn't create this world. I am just a supernatural being. I am in love with rainy motherness. My pronouns is it's. You look like a god. Nom 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 nom. Surprising kids with a new pet. Good dad. Goldfish. Bad dad. Crocodile. Please, could you help me? Look. You need help with your ice cream? Sister, I believe there is someone most happy to see you. My new AU, Undertool, where everyone is tool. How tall are we talking here? Shake my hand. Spaghetti awesome sauce. I love you. I love how you want to learn more about how to be human while unintentionally showing your humanity in the process. I love all your little numbers and your hardware. I love how you really do love humans even if you don't know it. It's just a robot. Burp, burp, burp. Well, this person knows if they're taking over, he'll be in their good graces. Game developer and his cat. I thought about this the other day. Is dying. Whatever I say right now will stick with them forever. Damn, this is a lot of pressure. Fire distinguisher, not an extinguisher. Here's a comic. Damn it, I hate art. What a great show. I love the characters. I wonder what people are posting about them online. Everyone is being completely normal. This comic is a work of fiction. I honestly had the worst dream possible last night. It was just these two standing there and I couldn't move. That was the whole dream. I want to die. The trending part of the song, the actual song, I am an alien. My rocket ship is human bone and skin. Dancing cat. Neither wants to harm you. Please be kind to them. As annoying as wasps are, I agree. Leave them alone. You know the thing fandoms do where they take a character, usually the protagonist, and original, dark, edgy. It's okay, you can just say Undertale. Earthlings, I am Eve, an acquisition robot, and whoa, dude, you're a solid 4 out of 10. Howdy, I'm Wally. Want to come over to my house for an Earth dinner? What? Shrug. Important for any artist. Heck, show this to every man in the world who assumes he knows what bobs look like. I saw Undyne's sprite portrait before I even played Undertale, and knew nothing about it, so I thought she looked like this. Don't look at me like that. Okay, I forgive you. Would the defendant tell the court exactly what kind of whale you are? Well, Objection! This is the funniest thing. If I were a professor, I would pin this to my office door. The villain that broke into the baby's room, but is gentle with them while still being eerie. Baby's still sleeping, just got put to sleep by the villain. Or Villain that broke into the baby's room and is careless on purpose to prove a point. Baby got woken up by the noise. Yeah, and they just don't do anything to the baby to hurt her. The Nut Shack actually had great art. The storyboards are so gas. Glad people are finally realizing it. I unironically love this nutsack stuff. Nutsack! The 4 types of line weights. Lighting, perspective, outline, overtouching. Hobbs versus Tigger. Cage match to the death. Say goodbye to your childhood because one will die. Picturing 2 tiger plushies just kind of sitting there facing each other in the Thunderdome. Hobbs and Tigger would find some aspect of tigerhood to bond over, but Calvin would put Christopher Robin in the ground. Whenever the ship is shaped like this, you know it's so Jova. Anatomy of the bun. Smooch region, plinky bits, soft wagglers. Primary tickle antenna. Puff, poof, thumpers, scratches, snuggle pouch, smoocher, wiggly sniffer. Important. As a bun expert, I can say this is 100% truth. Right, on the whiteboard. When the teacher asks who did it, hold a troll face in front of your face and say, problem? The teacher is now legally allowed to end your life. 2 people are waiting, sitting together, but not looking at each other. One makes a paper hat out of a newspaper. They show it to each other. The other one, without smiling or anything, takes the hat and puts it on. They both resume waiting that way without even acknowledging this. Brushing your teeth in the shower feels so good. You can get as sloppy as you want in there. This is how it feels to go toothpaste crazy in the shower when you're feeling down, but so is your friend and you have to cheer them up. These dudes need to put the games away and start making love. Wait, bro, grow up. What finger do you use for your scroll wheel? My thumb? Crying. What's so funny? Why is your thumb so long? Lady of shallot, lady of onion, lady of garlic, and lady of chives. It's 4 a.m. and I have no control over what I draw. The pain you've been feeling can't compare to the joy that's coming. Thank you. What if both kinda just existed in the same universe? Would that be messed up or what? They're best friends. Made some versions of the agony grip for my friends for when the whole gang gets it, including different levels depending on the anguish, and a joyous one for when there is lover bound. Can I make a contribution? For when the whole gang is being really autistic about something. For when you say something absolutely horrid in the group chat. 3 blind mice. I love how Tumblr users play with JPEGs like dolls. Baking my long distance boyfriend into a cookie because I miss him. Have you ever heard anyone say, easier done than said? So one day my coworker said, is anything easier done than said? And I let him pontificate about it for a while, and then I said to him, silence. And that blew his mind. South Park fans, the character design, and the fan art. Songs I would play if I were to be executed. Servant of evil. My brain is a little weird creature. I am overwhelmed, but nothing's happening. Visual meme posting. Pop, why does that look like a man? I asked someone on the interweb to draw me a puffin playing a saxophone. The reply was, puffins can't play the saxophone. And this picture. Went to an art exhibit tonight. Thought some of y'all might like this. Describe your life to me 10 years from now. Look at this cool bird. Forgot to bring my tablet to work, but I needed to sketch the thing that lives in the walls. I think the new meme should be editing that tiny video game YouTuber window onto images to express a smaller, yet still present mood. Suggested format. Just got my test results back and I got diagnosed with whatever the hell this thing is. Demons in your head. Anyone have some kind of good examples of this? Scrimmy, true form. Irish stereotypes versus what every Irish person I know looks like. Cries for blueberries. Immediately throws them on the floor. Starts crying for more blueberries. Imagine your mum making Wojaks of you as a baby. Imagine your mum being a Twitter user. Holy. Take your smiley from normal to unsettling in one easy step by putting just a little too much effort into the eyes. Big fan of when people self-ship, but their self-insert doesn't fit the art style of the source media at all, so it just kind of looks like this. Plush spider. It spins huge webs out of yarn. Anything caught in its webs are given a cup of tea to enjoy, then released. Inappropriate attachment to objects. My tube. The title and premise of my experimental horror novel. The Experiment, 1808, horse paddle boat. I visited an old fish market today. No skin-stealing monsters in sight, but there was some anglerfish graffiti. Whoever did that, I love you. Magic Girl anime, but instead of turning into a magical girl, they turn into clowns. Parkour civilization. Beef or chicken? Beef. This is for a Minecraft meme video, but I can leave it in here. Me and the bestie, we're both autistic. Okay, so basically, talking about interest. Listening? Okay, my turn. Talking about interest. Autistic people and their damn weighted blankets. It's gonna be a long year. My girlfriend's 85-year-old client asked if he could paint our cat. I think he did a wonderful job. Help, my ducks are melting. Beautiful. He's texting other women right now. No, he's actually making a detailed and weirdly incredibly skillful digital drawing of his own foot. I'd like to submit my application for the role of person whose job it is to draw the creepy child drawings in horror films. I regret joining this class so bad. If a hot dog had legs, would it run longwise or tall style? See figure below. Tall style. I made a graph detailing the excitement I feel word to word when someone asks me if I want chocolate covered raisins. Would you like some chocolate covered raisins? Drops immediately. It actually goes lower. Like, I would have rather never been asked. When an angel is startled, angry, or wants to fight, look scary, frighten others, it raises its wings to look bigger. The Nordics does this differently, very much like an owl. Does anyone else remember when this base was everywhere? Oh yeah, and this is my M&M's redesign proposal. Wow, I haven't had M&M's in a while. Just finished my first commission. Thoughts? Yeah, a lot of improvement could be made, but anyone got a light? Why is this the look? Like, you guys are romanticizing depression and poor self-care? That's just how I look. What? Hey, hello, my name is Popular Artist. This is my original rendition of the 7 Sins Humanized. Teenage Girl's Sketchbook Starter Pack. Tell people I'm tired, but in reality, I'm just sad. There's a labyrinth. In the middle of it, a Minotaur is making waffles. Minotaur in his kitchen. The waffles will be ready in just a Minotaur. A frog with a wizard hat that has the ability to create small sparkles. My best friend, I love him, Nathan. Bar Jar Blast Sheep. Have you any wool? Yes, sir. When I have a chaotic idea, and my friends just go with it. The damage Kirby Cat has done to the gamer brain is immeasurable. My enjoyment is dictated by destructible fruit. Bad game, you can't destroy the fruit. Good game, guess the color. Frosty's throbbing, I can't read that. Bobs are ridiculous, women should just have wings instead. Fly. Pretty sure they would trade that for some wings. I would. I hate shirts like this. Chill at the front, big awesome design, you'd rather be on the front. A cat drawn with minimalistic strokes by Tegashi, an artist from Henan, China. Oh, to be able to draw as expressive as this, you can learn. We need to figure out how the image of 3 children in a trench coat passing as an adult, something which has never happened, entered humanity's collective consciousness. Hardest things to draw: a house, some hands, eyes, this stupid bracket. I have 2 moods of hunger. Crap, I totally forgot to eat today. Or, it's 10 a.m. and this is my 2nd box of cereal. I have this weird thing where I don't feel hungry until I am absolutely starving, and then there's no going back. Untitled Goose Monstrous. Lol, joking. Of course her name is Magusa. How I look on the outside and how I feel on the inside. Bro, I'm going to cry. You left this on my windshield. They drew your car? That's nice of them. Digital artists be like, their art in their profile picture. Draw your sword and we shall battle. The sword from school. A legendary weapon. Does anybody else think tired and sleepy mean 2 totally different things? Sleeping is cute and dozing off and happy, but tired is 10 cups of coffee and murder. Sleepy versus tired. Tired is when you want to go to sleep, but you can't. Sleepy is when, if you were to go to sleep, you could. What crimes did this thing commit? It ate the last cookie in the cookie jar. How are you supposed to sit in a dentist's chair? Because I've just left an appointment and I realized I had been posed like this the entire time. If we die, we're taking you with us. Be the difference. I have never so cheerfully been told something this terrifying, and certainly not by OB. Yeah, but you're not taking me with you though. You're just taking yourself. Come on, at least kill me as well. Saw this in the bathroom and it made me smile. Cave paintings. We're so back. My no-go poses for those wondering. They're not bad, it's just that I deliberately avoid these unless the situation calls for it. I will go for more creative solutions. Sorry in advance, but you will see these everywhere now. The huh, the I don't know,
Actually,
explaining hand. Sometimes responding to media you like is articulate, and sometimes it is microwave noises and static fuzz. Fun and meaning observations and analyses. Me thinking about it versus me when people invite me to talk about it. Yeah, this is what prompted me to make this post. We both have a lot of unresolved personal issues that making out might not help but can't make worse. Why is she being cold and distant? Does she hate us? No, she's thinking about something else. My favorite mashup emoji is this one, and I wish it was real so bad. Same. I think it is though. The tiger I saw in my dream yesterday. Dream tiger, my beloved. The design is so sick. A copper retriever with her unoxidized puppies. Such a beautiful family. From a child's point of view, life is so complicated, yet we make it unnecessarily complicated. My friend's kid just started kindergarten. Read the words and color the shoes. Red, blue, yellow, orange, black, green, brown, pink, purple. So far so good. When dogs want to play and they do this, like if you agree. Me, accidentally steps on a toy pig. My dog, so you have chosen playtime. You should wake up before you forget how. No, I will always remember to wake up. every time. Your OC is so cool. Can I draw them? Sure. Too burnt out to draw. You've clicked the same link to my music video millions of times already. How isn't the video at 1 billion views yet? Think, Reddit, think. How I feel reposting something from a fandom I'm not in. What emotion are you trying to convey? Thank you for ruining my birthday. Birthday? Someone threw a you-know-what hot dog at you? I'm sorry for breathing the same air as you. This person is really talented at drawing. Wow. Good job. I don't know what they're saying though. I don't speak that language. I would try, but I don't even know what noises to make. I like when there's a big, scary fantasy beast, okay? And then the big beast has a litter of babies, and the babies are very, very small. Do you understand? I understand. Do you want it to be? Yes. Here you go, Russian author and philosopher Fyodor Dostoevsky dying in a glue trap. I never related that much with something. This is the definition of college. The you mess with our princess, you're a dead man vibe. What did you do to my man? He's out here looking like the final boss in some boxing game. Don't even know what I'm looking at. Who else remembers when people thought this would be the Switch mascot? Today I learned Switch Dog wasn't originally a Guna thing. Wait, hold on. A what thing? Walked home and I saw these two kids holding hands and running down the block together, just laughing. They're living their childhood. Survival trick. Is that a bunch of penguins pretending to be an orca? This is just a cool drawing. You think they're strawberries? No, they're froggies. Literally the best Marvel Comics character in the history of that company. I take no criticism. I hate this. This kind of looks cozy. I don't know why. Does this look cozy to anyone else? I got an F in art class for my cat drawing. Still wondering what's so wrong with it. Not a lot of people understand perfection. It's so unrealistic they think it's not possible, but this is perfect. I'm nothing like y'all. What if one day Nikocado just... Guys, I predicted it. Never has I'm not owned been less convincing. Nice try defending your point. Too bad I've made this meme where you're the ugly face and I'm the handsome one. Oh, my greatest weakness. Art books. We have detailed instructions on how to become a professional artist. Also art books. Step 1, draw circles. Step 2, do a little bit of detailing. Are you winning, son? I'm making a meme. Yes, I am, Dad, but I miss you, Dad. The chaotic human with no self-preservation whatsoever, and the supernatural creature desperately trying to keep them alive. Imagine being alive on 4/2069. Well, I wasn't born on this date, but I can sure as hell die at this date. 16 days and clothes stop existing. It's more of a naked out kind of year. Naked for 2020. Stop unfollowing. I have a wife and 3 kids to feed. No, you don't. Tell that to this absolutely real picture of my wife and 3 kids. Why doesn't your wife or children have arms? Nervous shaking. Ding! A store where you can buy all the things you see in Tumblr. Do celebrities count? Can you pay in feels instead of money? So nice of you to see him twice. Wow, that's so cool. Seriously cool and awesome. Favorite common name of any animal? Can open a smooth dream. And its real name is Chenophrine longiceps, commonly known as the can open a smooth dream. It's pretty cute, right? Which little guy would win? The one on the left or right? Y'all, when I put on my dad fit. Babysitting a 4-year-old has me convinced that what video games need is a little buddy mode, where a kid can have a character that just jogs along with you and can help / get their own encouraging score but cannot be harmed. I made this at like 5 AM last night and don't really know what joke I was trying to make. What have you? But God said, the coveted pizza, ravenous beast, and you, typing with one hand. My daughter made this years ago, in case anyone needs directions. Petting chart, yes please, okay, I will bite you. My cat would never bite me, unless she gets a bit too aggressive during playtime. I imagine in some horror movie nobody touches the thing, but it slowly clearly turns back and forth and draws something. And they look back at it after a minute and it draws this. I am really fascinated with the DB Cooper case, both because of the unsolved mystery aspect, and because it's very, very, very likely that the dude actually just died on his way down, and it would be very funny if someone stumbled across his remains. Ideally, the parachute's still cartoonishly attached with the sunglasses on. Everyone be on the lookout for this guy. Soft cat bed. And a sock. You always prefer the sock. In the light of recent Odyssey discourse, hey guys, polyamorous, not what I'm called. It's so beautiful, I might have never known. Your badge. I write like Edgar Allan Poe. That is the best use of that picture I've seen in a long time. I love you, Locker Dog. You've been here for me when no one else was. I hope you stay here despite everything. Is it going to get better or worse? It's going to be different. Okay, but like different good, different bad. Yes. Me talking about other dimensions, alien races, sacred geometry, energy, and vibration. Me, when it comes to basic math and doing things like a regular human being. Bring back this classic trick I saw on Tumblr years ago. 1. Draw layout. 2. Perspective warp. And voila! You have a room. Cow spectacles. How they wear the specs. The Sunday Leader. Wilkes Barre. February 20th, 1898. Yet style. When I say I got that dog in me, this is what I mean. Cool dog. Giovanna Gazzoni. A witch. Rude. Let her enjoy her snack in peace. My favorite thing about cats is how you can literally see the moment the switch flips in their heads and they enter the silly mode. I googled, why do cats run around and meow at night? And one of the results listed this as a cause. Simple zest for life. Big fan of this emoji. I want to chew on him. Vive versus When There's Bacon. Like clockwork, for reference, the Good Shepherd. Baba Yaga. I don't know what this means. There's always like these boring or maybe even nice kind of clothing or accessories. And the thing that makes them just really bad is some small text like be trippin' or turned or something. It's like embarrassing. I like this simple jacket. How does the back look? It's lit. Oh, okay. Excuse me, do you know how to get to the... Comics then. Funny cat loves lasagna and hates Mondays. Comics now. Pigeon experiences a microaggression. Earth science. Oh my god, it's a dragon scale. Black opal. These are beautiful. No, it's a dragon scale. I was supposed to go to bed an hour ago. Don't tell my mum. My mum says I have to go to bed now. Which one of you meaners told? Who the fudge changed fudges to meaners? As a reminder, I teach 300 level professor writing to 20-year-olds. Sometimes the world is dark and hope seems lost. Sometimes your student writes their homework on how to draw pom-pom-poon. Beware the pipeline. Day 1. Oh, this character is cute. Day 3. Please, I love you so... I've never been like this, huh? Can you save me some pizza? Sorry, I think it's already saved. Not a drawing, but pizza grease. I like how in the third panel it suddenly has a nose. It's like its nose comes out when it smells fur. I wrapped this present so beautifully. Did I remove the price tag? Seal. Just a little guy. Potato dog. Sea lion. Bark, bark. Spooky. Man in a wetsuit. To me, demons are like cats just doing whatever they want, causing problems on purpose. While angels are like hares. They're painfully aware of their place in the world, and they've seen the end. Trend diagram. Remember when fire was really popular? Checker clothing? Roses? No, just put it all together. Why do you never see baby pigeons? What if all pigeons are baby pigeons, and there is one master pigeon the size of a whale? Have I read this before? Whale pigeon is ringing in my brain. I don't know, maybe. Trying to make fan art for the thing I'm hyperfixated on, because there's not many artists in... Wow, that was a voice crack. Thor. Only I can lift Majona. The goose. Cats don't even unstick their claws out of things anymore. They'll just sit there with their claws stuck in a blanket and look at you like this until you unstick it for them. Nobody wants to work. No one wants to do anything anymore. Yamamoto. Do you have any idea why I called you? Nopal dopal. Those words don't exist. Wow, big mood, I mean. This Fricks moves like frick, man. I don't know what the frick you just said, but I agree. In a drawing that's mostly outlined, anything inked in a light value with no outline will easily fall back in space. This is a great method for pushing something into the far background, such as some of the leaves in the distance here. The idea of blank windmill principle is that you get a very satisfying composition if your subject runs through the 4 possible tonal combos on each of its 4 sides. Light on dark, dark on dark, and dark on light. Soda pop, a highly carbonated soda drink. It can be used to restore 50 HP to a single Pokemon, pouring Coca-Cola into a rare, sickly bird's mouth confidently and without a doubt. What is an anthropomorphized Here's why you should crack a window in your house open this year round. Okay, mosquito, when you stand with your hands like that, you ever see your toddler eating an ice cream cone and think, gosh, I would enjoy a frozen dairy treat of similar proportion to my body? Having friends in different time zones is just, they should be awake any minute now. If your sleep schedule is messed up enough, this can be with friends in your own time zone. I bet dragons would probably think it's really cool that we produce water in our mouths. I drew this little friend and I don't know what he is, but I love him. Why did you punch him? That is so unnecessary and violent and rude. He did nothing wrong. He is standing there smiling and you punch him in the face or stomach. He doesn't even have arms to defend himself. This is just cruel and sadistic. Don't worry, friends. Little guy is okay. He doesn't have arms to drink that tea. That is a threat in disguise. I gave him a little straw so he can drink his tea in a blanket to keep him warm. I hope he feels better. Goodbye, small thing. Leave him alone. I'm going to train to help our friend. I won't stand to see him take this abuse any longer. We're taking it a bit slow because he's still recovering, but his training is coming along nicely. You can do it, little guy. Looks like all that training is starting to pay off. I will resurrect many times with more strength. Revenge is sweet. Goodbye, small thing. Nobody. People with hazel eyes. My pet lit match and my pet puddle of gas did not get along. They're just playing. Can you draw my dad? He was abusive to me for 7 years. Does anyone else wiggle their fingers when they reach for something like a car
cartoon character. Hot dog. No. Someone, bear in mind. Me, bears in mind. I keep seeing people write misinformation instead of misinformation. And all I can picture when I read it is this. Grabs you. This is so unsettling. Oh no, I'm out of mana. Better use American magic. When you finish drawing the face but haven't started the hair, they ain't gonna fix this. Speed painting, just 1 in 1,000. How the hell do people do this? I tried to draw a tree yesterday and got so angry I had to lay down and count to 10. When you run a lemonade stand, but your only customer is a talking duck, and he asks for grapes. I love art school, because all the whiteboards have doodles, and when I drew this cute fluffy creature, someone else from another class drew this wretched version. Here's my favorite ship dynamic. Me, hey, take it back. Do y'all hands ever itch so much that you just gotta, yes, it's delicious. The ugliest planes of all time. The 737 is the ugliest plane imaginable. It has a pointy nose, is short and chubby, and its tail wing has a weird connection to the top of the plane. I find it funny how much this happens to brands using memes. Thing. My cat looks like this. Fat ginger cat. Tumblr forever. If I ever saw this shirt in real life, I would have an allergic reaction and die. I think I would recoil and pass out. Like I'd be like, I'm nobody now. They got rid of their mustache every time. Your character is cool. Can I draw them? Sure. Too burnt out to draw. I randomly came up with this idea where a bunch of people share on pair of jeans and then make a circle. I don't know. They're summoning Jort, the god of jeans. Life cycle of a cat. Potet. Long teen. Big long, big potato. I cherish the creature. Looks like a ferret. Why do I give a damn? I find myself resonating with this phrase a lot of the time. I saw my chance to create something beautiful. I took it. I thought we agreed never to be creative again. Wants to draw things, but not having the energy to put effort into drawing. I've never been connected to something so spiritually in my life. Strong stoic man with sad past. Adopts child. Me, every single time. Me at 8 years old. I am an artist. Me now. Art is so hard. Why is it always my stress level when there's an actual problem? My stress level when I worry for no reason? I work well under pressure because I don't work well under no pressure. But consider this about marine biology. They are supposed to use their tentacles as hands and legs to walk and wave hi to you. This cat loves drinking. Slop. Utterly soulless Squidward I drew. Me when I get mustard for Christmas. You okay? Why are you so angry? This party is going to be so fun. Whimsical horse. How fun. Drew this and now he's scaring me. What do I do? Get a rubber and erase it. Me every day without fail. I'll do this chore when I get home. Me when I get home. Screw you and I hope you die. I love water. Yummy treat. Hey there. Any advice on how to deal with a crush? Print this off. Fill in names where applicable. Hand it to them and watch the sparks fly. Okay, but consider a senator, but the top half is a B. What the hell? When your program is a complete mess, but it does its job. Pay attention to me. This is not what I wanted. Walks out of a closet covered in blood with a goofy love-struck smile on my face. Walks out of a room covered in lipstick kisses with a 1,000-yard stare. You have one wish. I wish to go on a date. With who? With you! I don't even know what this thing is. Oh wow, a decent hand. And then you zoom out. What the hell? Sometimes I'm really excited about things and I want to tell everyone, but then I remember nobody cares and I just sit there, like, to tell or not to tell. Last night I had a dream where I was filling up my water bottle at a drinking fountain and someone ran over and started to drink out of my water bottle as it was filling up and I got so mad I woke up. What the hell are you doing? Oh, it was a dream. Tried to recreate it. My friends keep trying to look in the mirror, but I don't have mirrors in my car, so I fixed it. That's you! Where did you get such a long bacon? And they said, long bacon store. Thinking about that illustration of solitude versus loneliness, in which solitude is a dog peacefully holding its own leash, and loneliness is a feral dog fighting against the restraint of the leash and feeling slightly insane. I downloaded a brush set, and it's just Markiplier. Well, hello little chemical. What's your name? Copper sulfate. Me and the baddie I pulled by being copper sulfate. I was gonna retweet this, but then I felt a big stink mass in my... Looked down at my bed sheets and it was really brown. The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes. Sedimentary, my dear Roxanne. So they had an entire day to draw, but they want to draw at 3 AM. Please look at this graffiti my sister saw in Paris. Peak character design is a dark gradient on the limbs or fingers. So basically this type of cat. Wow. So this owl has been caught in the act of about to take off. He was so real for this. Do you have anything you want to say to women? women. I'm sorry, women. You actually didn't know this, but I'm wearing high heels. That's why you're so tall. A vampire giving themselves a pep talk to a mirror that has a crudely drawn picture of themselves that they drew tape to it. Me when I see an animal that is incredibly common where I live, and you're almost guaranteed to see one when you step out of the house. Had a dream that Tumblr came up with a new creature called Greature, and it looked like this. How are you? I'm everywhere and nowhere at the same time. Watching a bear eat a fish in a bear documentary. Watching a bear eat a fish in a fish documentary. The media I enjoy, but it's the improved version that exists inside my head. Pencils were invented in 1564. People in 1563. Size of fruit by the foot as a kid versus size of fruit by the foot now. Friend, what are you laughing at? Me? Nothing. My brain? Ariana Grenade. Creeps. I saw these creeper peeps and I liked them a lot. How did we get that from a stick figure? Image of me politely not engaging with an interpretation of a character from my shows, which I do not agree with and find to be in slightly poor taste. Love wins. I want the candy. I want you. Ugh. Now that likes are private, no one will know you like this. What if instead of cut the rope, it was cut the freak and they just kissed all the time? Has an exposed nerve. Friend who's about to pull. Me and my dentist. Are you the blue one? I'm whatever you want me to be, baby. Bring back little guys. What plush companies think cute is. What's actually cute? Feel the eel. What the hell is that? This is my friend, you a-hole. The worst kind of griffin would be a fox/seagull. Screams all day and all night and is definitely in your garbage. I love it and I'm adopting 20. Did you mean like this or? Yes. Why is the ADHD creature like this? Not this. It's more accurate. All cats are fueled by autism in their own unique way. Is he smoking a cigarette? Genetic experimentation to bring back an extinct species. When you're drawing, do you ever just, wow, I suck at this? My big, complex, multi-dimensional thought when I try to put it into words. Guinea pig Instagram accounts are so funny because the captions will be like, uh-oh, Pumpkin Wumpkin is being extra sassy today, and the picture is literally just warm and comfy. Vrrr, computer fan full of fur. Gracefully flips over quesadilla. Anyone would be lucky to have me. He's going to bed. Hey, this eye looks pretty good. Now let me try drawing the god damn it. Every artist ever. It's the truth. Procreate. Guys, I have the perfect name for our new program. Since it's for pros who create things, let's call it Procreate. You do know what Procreate means, right? They didn't listen. Paused the music an hour ago to listen to what somebody was saying and forgot to turn it back on. What are you listening to? The cats don't even unstick their claws out of things anymore. They will just sit there with their claws stuck in a blanket and look at you like this until you unstick it for them. How I deal with anger. Who took this snapshot of me in my private home? Urge to be an a-hole. Realization this is probably a mood swing and I should stay away from conversations to avoid lashing out. Dealing with bottled up anger alone. Literally everything is annoying me right now. I think it's cute when you hit a car and its alarm starts going off. Like, aw, are you mad at me? Did you hit a car, James? This is me but for the noise when you don't put a seatbelt on. You know the brum, brum, brum. I just think of it as the car's heartbeat. A colony of alien skinwalkers have invaded Woohoo Island. Trust no one. Nice argument. Unfortunately, I have drawn myself as the clever brown pie and you as the befuddled blue pie. This is my first venting art because people said that I'm not funny on Discord. You're not funny. I literally cannot stop thinking about this absolute unit of a lad. He looks like a disappointed loaf of bread. Effercent. Day 285. Love his face. Yes, I am an artist. Yes, I love to draw in perspective. Wow. Just look at how the angles make it come to life. It feels like I'm there. I was putting papers in folders today, and the resident's tattletale starts calling my name, and I can hear in his voice it's some stupid thing, but I finally turned around and it was just a crude drawing of a masked child at a desk, wide-eyed and frantically pointing at the kid at the next desk, who has their mask down and their entire slobbery hand shoved into their mouth like it's normal. Who knocked over my leeks? You! I guess we're doing philosophical conundrums now. My favorite thing ever is when artists clearly have a favorite character they invest all of their care and headcanons into when drawing them, so when they draw them with other characters it just looks like this. How to have a great weekend. Look, a beautiful flower. Oh hell yeah. Learn to love your boring life. What's the show called? George Washington Adventures. In what situation would you use this? When you're sad and feeling like an elephant? When you open your 5th grade sketchbook? Today is going to happen, are you? Is this a threat? Definitely a threat. My dear child, you appear to to have lost this. The dog from Teletubbies, a perfect creature. I want to know what this WikiHow is about. When you see an amazing artist online saying their art is a quick doodle, go ahead, talk about my current hyperfixations. I won't be weird, I promise. I lied. I love when black cats have a bald spot on their head you can only see at a specific angle. Tinkerbell has this. I could go to bed, or I could put on headphones and listen to the same song on repeat while I make music videos in my head. Jock, goth, nerd, prep. Open ocean marine predator chart. I will give it no context. Anime artists, when their task is to make a female character that doesn't look like an exaggerated doing the deed doll, or a child. I'm having a breakdown. You'll be okay. Happy International Palace Cat Day. I love these stubby wild cats. It's not today, but it still should be celebrated when you can't draw anything but eyes. Inside you, there are two wolves, one which goes, yep, and one which goes, yup. I had a vision. Hat with Velcro strap. Two interchangeable Velcro patches. It's so over. We're so back. BS. I'm telling you, there's no way. There's no way shrimp fried this rice. Hey, you didn't wash your hands. I can't let you leave until you do. Why are you in the girls' bathroom? Basic hygiene transcends gender. Goes through the most horrifying experience imaginable. Oh, that just happened. Literally, what is this thing called? Bonus arm thing. The leg thing. Terrifying blue eyes, or deep, empty black eyes. Girl in Duma memes. MG Tyler's my boyfriend. No, he's mine. Shut up, I hate you. Girls in real life. Let's start a religion where we worship frogs. Okay. We just need to stop anxiety. I can fix her. I can finally do this meme. Axolotl, waxolotl, faxolotl, taxolotl, snaxolotl to the maxolotl. Guys, I think I need help. Relaxolotl. This is beautiful. Hello. Things are getting feisty on the debate. I'm the little backseat beast. I'll listen to the car conversation if I feel like it. I will remove my teeth, for I want to remain kind despite my anger. I will not remove my teeth. Screw you. The long-awaited sequel. I work tomorrow and the day after that, but not the day after that. Decided to become a boomer cartoonist. I hate my wife. Father, I cannot click the book. 14 years old. I'm definitely gonna die before 20, so I guess there's no point in planning ahead. 19 years old. Your death is coming soon. Today I learned that blobfish is actually a normal looking fish. It just decompresses when you take it out of extreme depths. Mean value theorem or nice value theorem. It's not nice, it's math. I don't like math. It's for character development, I promise. God telling me after giving me the worst experience of my life. AH. Customer. Aya is my daughter's name. DMV. Hell yeah. Verdict. Denied. Oh, they just start shooting at them. Okay. Please look at this picture Junji Ito draw of his mum's crusty white dog. She looks to the horror manga artist for help. Despite everything, it's still you. I'm the dog. It's been me all along. Best true dynamic. Anarchists. Experiencing the horrors. So, which one of you is the fork? Nobody says it, but we all know what this is about. This picture is weirdly genius. It's about cutlery, right? Fork. Am I missing a joke? I might be missing a joke. This is Apple's newest emoji. It's called Goblin. Man, they got us working today. It's gingerbread, man. I want to eat it. This is not your fault, but ours for believing in you. My brain, when I thought I could bring all the groceries in one go. The cow from Dora says, don't do drugs in the bathroom. His name is Benny, and he is a bull and can only speak Spanish. Learning about anatomy versus learning about mood and tone just had the weirdest interaction. This off-leash Yorkshire Terrier wobbled up to sniff my ankle, and then its owner said, the vet wanted to euthanize her. And I was like, oh. And she said, 4 years ago, she had a stroke, but I went to church and prayed to the Virgin Mary. And now she can walk again, but sometimes she drops, which is why I have this stroller. And I was like, oh, okay. I didn't know what to say after that, so I was just like, it's a cool dog, and kept walking. My boss stopped talking in the middle of a work meeting to ask me, does that say murder? Do you know how hard it is to explain why you're drawing a man happy about murder to people who don't know Sherlock? I keep sucking. Wait, what? I suck at keeping in touch, but I like you. To everyone, you know who you are. My friend is doing a pacifist route, but she's an a-hole to everyone, and apparently if you miss an attack, it counts as sparing them. You do care. Miss. What are they even talking about? Every YouTube analog horror series is just the same thing. It'll be called something like The Scrimblow Files, and every jump scare is something like this. Guess who? I love that Gemma has an incredibly recognizable silhouette, like a cartoon character. Nothing will change your perspective on a character like someone who is insane with them. How I feel when somebody convinces me a character is so awesome by constantly talking about them, and I find a newfound appreciation for that character, and I would have never come to that realization without them. Someone who is good at science, please help. Which is the correct anatomy of hamburger helper? I met the HH mascot handler a few years back at a promotional event, and me and a select few others were granted access to a room in the back where, once we were behind the safety wall with our infrared goggles, they removed the protective outer layer, to our surprise and delight, and most importantly, the nose is a part of the skull and is also made of bone. Man, what a cool artist. I'm going to follow them right now. What if instead of Puerto Rico, it was called Puerto Frico, and everyone on the island sucked toes. What if you didn't wake up? Just stuck in the cold dark, vaguely aware you were missing something. Yeah, I want to go to Puerto Frico instead.
You know when your legs randomly hurt and you're just like, is it growing pains or is it a blood clot? Answer me, legs. My brain is a weird little creature. I am overwhelmed, but nothing's happened. iPhone, scroll, you drop it and it smacks you in the face. Worm on a string with full plate armor. Oh, worm? Oh dear. He's chef. Oh, he's baking. Nobody will suspect a thing. Crow to bombing. Mirror and camera. My life. Contemporary art, noob. Justin Bieber. This is like finding a sacred text in a long abandoned religious site. Ooh, biggest stretch. It's illegal to not say, oh big stretch, when your dog does a big stretch. Walmart idea for putting on any future art print. NFTs are for losers. Name this anime duo. Stupid, also stupid. My ex-wife and her legal team. Date night. It's okay, I'll hold your hand. It's finally October. Do not trust people who get excited about Halloween. They may be in fact skeletons. I find it funny how much this happens to brands using memes. Thing, same thing. Yeah. One time I saw two reds doing this. Anybody know what it means? Thanks. Squeaking. Louder squeaking. Guy who joins in cigarette breaks and starts blowing bubbles. Tough week, huh? Newlywed couple's picnic basket reported stolen. Eyewitnesses on the scene provided officials with this sketch of the perpetrator. An ant? When your parents yell at you for doing something wrong? Well, you created me, idiot. Now draw him pregnant, breaking water. What my art looks like, and what it looks like when I flip the canvas. Is it imposter syndrome? There's a mental illness among us. Why did the scarecrow get a promotion? He was outstanding in his field. In what situation would anyone need this? I love sporks. I think this is how I feel most of the time. I got you balloons. Oh, you are so cute. I got you a cat. I made you a cake. I got you Ryan Gosling. Goblin cat and squid grandma. They have tea time on Tuesdays. My autistic self is really bad about controlling my facial expressions, and I just keep freaking out my friends by defaulting to one of these. I like when there's a big scary fantasy beast, okay? And then the big beast has a litter of babies, and the babies are very, very small, okay? Do you understand? I understand now. Walked home and saw these two kids holding hands and running down the block together, just laughing. This is what childhood is about. Having fun and making memories. Appointment at 3 p.m. You've got the whole day, but you're stressing. I promise I am eating a real meal. One singular egg. Okay, someone needs to put a stop to this beast. The poor apple has just been living, okay? He's not even trying to fight you, doggy. A very powerful American toad creates ripples in water with his cool. This is aura. Maximum aura. I thought my daughter was doing homework for the past half hour, but she was making a meme. When you get extra homework. I hate this, I hate it. I hate it when this happens. Just shoot them. You don't have the balls to shoot me. If you kill me, then you're just as bad as me. I can't do it. Okay, but what if they're in love, Your Honor? I asked someone on the interweb to draw me a puffin playing a saxophone. The reply was, puffins can't play the saxophone. And this picture. Big fan of when grief drives characters to do messed up things that are ultimately pointless and do more harm than good, rather than just like going to therapy. Me, seeing an art style I really like. Oh, whoa. Hello everybody, I would like you to meet Goobert. Tell Goobert I would die for him. You don't have a choice. Nintendo character and a Nintendo character after being processed through 37,000 Twitter artists. Might mess around and kin a guy. Which of you is it gonna be? Are you kinning characters or followers? You, come closer. Draw your comfort characters like this. Sometimes a good ship is just a friendship. Guys, I think I ate. You swallowed. Arachnophobia. I've seen a lot of people draw Tommy's spider shroud like an adorably small animal, but may I propose an alternate design? A long time ago, I was in a typography class, and I had an assignment to draw a word out of its material, like writing rock and drawing it to make it look like it's carved from stone. I chose hair, and I was proud enough of the result that I ended up posting it online to Twitter. When I showed it to the online world, I got a weird reaction like, oh, cool. Which was strange because I was expecting to get complimented on. It turned out that no one thought it was a drawing. For months, everyone I showed it to thought I was playing with wet hair clippings in my spare time like some nasty little freak. Guys, I swear it isn't real hair. Whenever I get mad, I print out this picture of 4 from BFB and chew on it. Does it taste good at least? No. You draw hats so well, and I'm like so amazed by it because every time I try it looks like they're wearing buckets. How do you draw them? This does not help. Like, you ready to trap the monster scoop?
Ree.
Like, is that a gun? This is so unsettling. Looks like a whale. Stranger, what's your gender? Me, basic rat. You can tell if an artist is in the mood or not by the way they draw teeth. I'll bite. How? In the mood, not in the mood. A guide. I think the new meme should be editing that tiny video game YouTuber window onto memes to express a smaller, yet still present mood. We all know who it is. Evil character, but evil character who is also a responsible parent. Having a moment where I think so hard about a fictional character, but there is no new content and I don't feel like doing anything. So I am just sitting here vibrating at maximum speed, rotating said character in my mind. Little guy. Something didn't feel right about those chili dogs. Well, I still gotta get to work. Ugh. Sonic, you don't wear pants? I know he ate a cheese. He didn't even bite. Swallowed whole. POV. You're a spare brain in a jar sitting around a man scientist's lab, and he attaches a webcam to your brain to see if your occipital lobe still works, and now he's your entire world, and you've become obsessed. Oddly specific, but okay. Sure this didn't happen to you? Side view. Horrible. Front view. Full of love. No. It's only if they have their mouth open, then they look horrible. They still look cute though. This fox looks like a level 1 RPG protagonist, setting up from the starting town. Adventure awaits you, little buddy. The world is ending. You cannot be that quirky and amorous. Cease your frolicking at once. Me. Yellow markers, after you use them over any other color. Green plus blue equals bleen. Hard test. I love when creators give anime characters actual lips. Anime girls are so pretty with lips. I'm getting my license in 2 weeks. The most important part of driving is to keep your eyes in the distance. Ooh, like Project Sekai. I hate coloring. Sketching. Coloring. Death is neither a kindly figure nor a grim spectre, but is a funny little skeleton running around brandishing his scythe and going, I'm gonna get ya, I'm gonna get ya, in a gremlin voice. Fan kids are fun, but I hate the thought of pregnancy, so if I ever design a fan kid, none of them got pregnant and it was just a divine blessing or something. This is actually how fan children happen, don't worry. Me, when the themes and motives connect in my brain. My responsibility to draw Brian Griffin at the Norman Rockwell Museum. You may be cooler than me, but do you have crippling anxiety? How to get a hot date? 1. Get date. 2. Heat it up. 3. Hot date. Idea. I just discovered there's a bootleg merch of this stupid drawing I did 6 years ago on Redbubble and is known as Bimpson. Truly sickening stuff. What is it we can smell from a quarter of a mile away? Blood? Not toast? No. Eugene, I think I'm having a stroke. Lesbian situationship messed me off so bad. I had to go home and draw Mary, Mother of Christ, to calm down. Art posts. Pieces of art you do at home compared to doing school projects. Saw this. We used to do that. What happened? Can I come over and do this? Yeah, sure. I don't mind. A shirt that says Rise and Grind has a picture of Robin with a worm in its mouth riding a skateboard. Rise and grind. Close enough. A xenomorph, except when it opens its mouth, the little jaw tongue is holding a gun. What if the xenomorph is also holding a gun? Of course the xenomorph has a gun. That's obvious. It's the hidden mouth gun that makes this a horror movie. I am very normal about this shit, and this is how I look like tweeting about them. Hey bro, what's your hobby? Writing. What did you write? Don't ask me that. Hard to see, but I made a window jack. I can't stop. My hobby. Standing in the supermarket's produce section, holding a tube of KY jelly. This happened to my music when it got stuck while I was trying to copy it. It's terrifying. How do YouTubers make thumbnails like this without wanting to die? True story. Mature audiences only. Top 3 real videos that will make you poop blood. Does anybody else have this problem? What, so it's 5 a.m. and you can't stop thinking about a particular memory? Yeah, when the period cramps and period poop hits all at once. Hey, girl, the toilet lid, it's closed. Girl, behind you. Hey, the toilet lid's closed. My friend drew this. My whole life summed up in one drawing. Me, the internet. Life goals. True. Who is LeBron James? I remember in 2nd grade, my classmate found this book and laughed at the cover non-stop, and the librarian stood up and shot him. In the head? Or is he okay? Good golly, look at that hecking big treat I have been presented with. Thank you, human. Treat is gone. Angry. Do not talk to me. Oh no, I have become long doggo.
Bang. Twang.
I drew this at Five Guys. No burgers. They should have this sign on the door when you leave, but it should say, no money. This art is too deep for some people to understand. Pollution equals bad. Interesting film fact of the day. Frodo's mouth in Lord of the Rings was played by Andy Serkis opening and closing his legs. I got a tattoo of Casper the Friendly Ghost on my thigh. When I would slap it, he'd whisper the answers to my math test to me. If anyone else tried to slap it, Casper would say, not so friendly now, huh? And then proceed to choke them. Man, paying attention to who's posting these makes a huge difference. One time I dreamt. Reply to your story. Brian, please write a good ending, or you better count your days. Is that a sperm? HD desktop and mobile wallpaper. Pokemon will release this in high quality, but keep their ancient watercolor Ken Sugimori artwork buried in $3,000 books from 1989 that I have to win at a Guatemalan fight club. Artworks just arrived from the artist's studio. Made in pain. Suddenly, I have been struck with the insatiable urge to draw. What the... Did anyone else know about this? Evil, by one definition, is being bad and acting out of morally incorrect behavior. Or is it the condition of causing unnecessary pain and suffering, thus containing a net negative on the world? When you accidentally type, laughing, laughing, skull, laughing, die, bugs when you lift up a rock. The OP had a shocking revelation that the digital brush they found useful, that they've been using all this time, is actually a face of a person that can only be seen when the brush is made huge. Bill Braun creates paintings that look like construction paper. How it feels when someone walks in on you eating in the break room. Would you smoke with them if they'll have me? I would, yeah. Me go club Tyler. Me making building kaboom. What does this mean? Who is Tyler? I'm asexual. Now begins my mitosis. Asexual? Why can't you just be sexual? Gra, I am transform again. Oh, me to me. Please draw today. Try to draw something good. I'm begging. Me? Good old Garf. Love this Garf. Wait, this art style is so soothing. It just makes me hungry. A deer that got bit by a werewolf or something. I don't know. No, looks like it was impaled by humans. When you finally get to the scene you've been waiting to write. Giddy leg. I don't write stuff, so I don't really relate to this. Draw this in your style. They did. How I said initially, and after 5 minutes. Shrimping. Everyone calls me a shrimp. I'm not a shrimp. What? Identify each item. Is that saying what I think it's saying? Skibbity. Makes you think. If you pull the lever, Harambe will die. If you don't, his existence will never be appreciated. What do we value higher? Harambe or the idea of Harambe? Harambe! I don't want him to die. I don't care. I'd rather him be alive and we didn't know the existence of Harambe. Sorry for filling your dashboard with rapid fire reblocking, everyone. But that last line is just way too good to let it pass. Absolute genius. I want to wear it. So what's your goal in life? I want to be content. Well, have you seen your social media channels? I want to be content, not content. This is me. I am really fascinated by other cultures' holiday traditions. So shout out to my boy the Yule Cat, a monstrous cat who roams Iceland, eating people who aren't wearing the clothes they got for Christmas. Do socks count? If so, I'm dead. Others. Dark red. No, it's burgundy. Pigment artists. 880000. Yes, my brain. I have an idea. My art skills. No, you don't. There is literally so much drama happening inside of a lava lamp. Yeah, I'll like that. As if you had a choice. The specific trope I like. Crying and begging for them to react, to do something. An empty husk of their former self. That one scene in WALL-E that had me on a chokehold as a child. It's for you. Peace was indeed an option. Did you know you can just start screaming basically anywhere? It's not illegal or anything. We all did this. Billions must fry. Like billions of people? Wojaks that make absolutely no sense and have zero reason to exist be funny as hell. Say the line, frosted sugar cookie jack. There's all to sweeten the deal. I love this delicious little fella. Here's something I won't stop thinking about. King Bart, more. When your physical and mental health are both a mess, but you have a good day. Toot. Early bird, night owl. Oh man, always tired ostrich. Name a character who's just like this. 2 characters who take the plot seriously. That one character that just messes around. Mistakes and happy accidents. We miss you every day, Bob Ross. Having characters that do the deed and do drugs and stuff, and you've never done any of those things. Super Winnie Hut Juniors. Who would win? An important digital artist's tool. One incomplete line. I've been drawing digitally for like a week, but honestly, I hate this. Face. Sometimes when I'm drawing an intense expression, I'll make the same face subconsciously. Oh hey, my art's improving. What the hell? What was that? Oh hey, my art's improving. I have a friend that, God love him, doesn't photograph well. He's very laid back, but the problem is that his resting face looks absolutely furious, and he started to lean into it. Me and my friends have a few group photos that look like this. This image appeared in my dream and I remember it vividly. It must not happen. Amateur opossum actress. I object to the diminishment of this opossum's obvious theatrical skills and training. Overthinking, and meanwhile, they're just sleeping. Inside you there are 2 clowns. One yaps and one disassociates. Free time. Thinking about drawing. Actually drawing. Turn me over. I don't need to turn it over. I see what you're doing. I hate the puzzle piece. Can we change the autism symbol to this? How it feels to be a fan of a band that had a song go famous in 2020/21 and is now considered cringe. It makes me joke it. What lust does to your brain. Matching socks. Unable to attend. Hayao Miyazaki. Wes Anderson and Godzilla. A demon flattening someone out and preparing to cut them into soba noodles. Japanese Hell Scrolls. 1855. This annoys me. Cult of the Lamb live action. A scrimblow and a bim in this. Get off this estate. What for? Because it's mine. Where did you get it? From my father. Where did he get it? From his father. And where did his father get it? He fought for it. Well, we'll fight you for it. Me, about to become the new owner of the local Denny's. Guys, keep your sketchbooks safe. Look what showed up in mine. This is the whistle. I don't even remember. Summary of every episode of Steve Harvey Family Feud ever. PP. You can't say that on TV. PP full marks. Hey, what's that squiggly thing on the ground? I don't know, it looks kind of like a worm. And that's where we got the word. I almost forgot, rinsed you. Felt like making a Renaissance style sketch. What is a man but a beast with the illusion of compassion? What do you want to be when you grow up? I'm 25, so you can still grow. It's not over. It's over when you're 26. No, it's over when you give up. Keith Haring dog produces serotonin. Now that's what I'm talking about, baby. Fossil unearthed in Mongolia's Gobi Desert suggests some dinosaurs slept in the same position as modern birds. Isn't the world so beautiful? All the little ways we're immortal. 71 million years later, they still sleep like you. Me. Why does my back always hurt? Also me. Anyone else? Loud external noises. Loud music to feel the music. Someone correcting me on something I said to be silly on purpose, and now they're treating me like I'm stupid. There are two types of I can't draw. To get the full cat owner experience, you should get one of each of these. You should draw a bowl full of peas, but have a few of the peas be small frogs, like in the picture. Teacher gave him homework to draw a cat. Thank God she didn't say to draw a horse or a cow. An old tree stump with grass growing over it. Are you stupid? That's a unicorn. Oh, what? I have to draw this. I love this unicorn. Baby elephant seal versus adult elephant seal. Malice. A senator uses an old debating trick. Southern Chivalry Argument Club. Pro tip, if you're at a drive-thru, please don't stare directly at the people making your food like you're about to climb through the window and murder them. You look like this, by the way. I love it when people draw explosions of blood in MS Paint. This is comedy gold. It's all I ever want to see. Coins, am I right? Who was that one artist who drew like what felt like every school decoration ever? And why did they draw the same face on everything? Like this. I've been wondering this my whole life. I always thought their faces must open like reverse drawbridges. Food moo. I like this. Draw me winning a game of chess against a rock. It's my first time beating him after 57 consecutive losses. Ordinary people. I'm going to draw my favorite car model going really fast. Creative people. Cats expand quickly, but if you want to draw the kitten version of a cat, just do an outline like this, keeping the head the same size. If girls can draw on eyebrows, then we can cheat too. Yes, drawing hair. What's the first thing you draw after being given a new sheet of paper? A, B, or C? A. Always A. Scream. Could you imagine if birds had 4 legs? Like, oh my gosh. Tiny Gryphon. What's up with dragons? Do they shed their skin? Do they feel all smooth and shiny and soft when they shed? Oh, Becky, feel my leg. I just shed. Becky, feel. Draw your road accident sketch here. No, I hope the Diz okay. Everything you see, I owe to spaghetti. Literally, what, IKEA? I'm gonna need 12 of those. I was so sad. I drew a little bat so I wouldn't be sad. And now I am no longer sad. Here is a little bat to banish your sadness. So, ma'am, it's a cop. No, surely there's a mistake. Big freaking ears. I immediately had to draw him. Why he's so tall? Someone please draw this as a girl gang. This is everything I never knew I needed in life. I like to draw disturbing rabbits and leave them in different locations. I saw an empty frame at my grandmother's house and couldn't resist. The next day, I received a text. What in God's name is this awful thing? Earth, boiling, roasting, toasting. Workers, striking. Everything expensive. Government. Whoa, alien. Came home drunk last night and got way too excited to see my cat. Everyone look at these Namaki drawings that my friend drew. I'm crying. Karicha. My friend does the middle finger, but like facing front, and I think about it a lot. Like this. Loafing is cute and all, but my favorite cat thing is when they blimp like this. My mum was trying to chew through some really tough steak, and she turned to me and said, "Just call me the Gnaw." She would do numbers here. She told me she doesn't remember saying this quote. Must have been steak-induced hysteria. Pokes you with my doctor stick as you lie face down on the ground. Emits a cloud of toxic spores. Well, there's no need to be dramatic. I physically had to draw this. My little sister tells our puppies to play teacher with her all the time, and he actually sits and listens to her talk and draw on the whiteboard. I'm gonna try to draw the Scooby-Doo gang from memory, and whatever happens, happens. Wish me luck. I never said I could draw dogs. When you find a joke mildly funny. In Egyptian mythology, heh, I'm laughing so loud. Huh, in hieroglyphic. Something that happened a few years ago in my religion class. Exorcism. Okay, are there any questions? Yes. Have you ever seen a real demon? Yes, actually. The last time I spoke to my father. Holy hell, dude. Took 54 days and walked 1,160.99 kilometers to draw Hatsune Miku on the GPS map. You should draw a puma wearing puma shoes. Oh no. Well, I just looked at your Instagram. Draw clothes on her. I can't wait until future dolphin archaeologists draw shrink-wrapped human paleo art. 10 million AD dolphin voice. I ran all around Boston like an idiot to draw Ice Cube in his prime. The way villains smile. Smile. Very, very smile, very smile. My mum broke her wrist and didn't want to go to her dinner party with an ugly cast, so I broke out some brushes and painted Van Gogh's Starry Night on it for her. Oh yeah, no biggie. Let me just whip out my brushes and paint a little something easy. I made some blobs for you. A platypus? Perry the platypus? Hello Kitty women be like this plotting and scheming. I think I saw a main character of an anime today. He was out with who I assume was his girlfriend, and they literally looked like this. The worst kind of griffin would be a fox/seagull. Screams all day and all night and is definitely in your garbage. I love it, and I'm adopting 20. Did you mean like this? Oh. Current mood. Elmo getting a manicure. Self-care. A client who I've been trusting to work on their stuff asked me if I'm still available for a job, but I draw very slowly. I love your art, and I can wait. I trust you. Me sits. My face. My legs. I can't draw phones. My parents aren't home. Oh, weird. I don't know what that says. She knows. Neela says hi. Now draw her telling me everything is going to be okay. You'll be okay, man. This is not cute. Can you draw this? Hell yeah, I can. Medusa and her autistic girlfriend who can't make eye contact. Is that anything? Okay, I just had to draw it. Today's problem. What do chairs for dragons look like? Big comfy piles of pillows. Well, that doesn't work in the scene I'm doing. It's too cute not to draw. So cute. Comic idea. Wait, I have to actually draw that out? I have to actually do a thing. Oh no. Fun fact, Burger Pants is the only character whose terrible concept art one-to-one matches his actual in-game version. Hey, what's your job? I'm a drawer. Does anyone else like it when artists draw like this, or is it just me? Okay. Oh, yeah, actually, what the hell was that? Do we catch that on camera? I love it when you finally figure out how your character world works and have your story click together, like a beautiful and ornate puzzle finally being completed, and you feel the gears in your brain shift from realization to sheer power. Like, felt like doing something picture book like. Me and my mutuals liking, let's say that says Vazcol posts videos. God, I love how pitbulls are. Like, I will draw you as a Family Guy character for $20 per character. A moment of silence for all those times we drew people with arms behind their backs to avoid having to draw the hands. I really tried to ignore this, but the denial was eating me alive. This post is my life. Travel sketchbook. You are really talented. Wow. Save this. Maybe handy. Artists now. I asked AI to draw a dog. Artists then. I carved this with my bare hands. Why are the bad guys' horses always menacing and demonic too? Like, is there some kind of horse breeder for evil villains? Come to Uncle Jim's evil horse stables for your villainous horse riding needs. Feast on their souls, Princess Clip Clop. Spiders have no bones. Can you imagine how bendy Peter Parker must be? Mr. Stark, look what I can do. Peter, bit by a spider. Peter runs around screaming. It took my bones. I could draw it in paint. Could you also have a facility? Ship tens of thousands of orders. Have a... Dude, be quiet. Man, you're driving me crazy. Don't say it. My body is prepared for something. My brain won't let me remember. Me. To-do list. Shower, homework, call dentist, clean room, etc. Also me. Lays on floor. I'm so happy I made all the correct choices that led us to meeting. It's something like this, I think. I'm thinking about what if there was a meme going around that was just posting this picture under people's posts, captioned, I drinked you, and people would freak out and all the tags would be like, idiot got drinked. Thank you for coming to my TEDdy talk. Since everyone is reposting it, might as well just post it myself here. This was a commission, believe it or not. Someone paid me to draw this. Man, I would have paid for this. Sabrina blowing the mind of her Alakazam while carrying pepperoni pizza with her mind is dope. People literally only want one thing, and it's disgusting. Who the hell would do this? Are you serious? Look at his face. He obviously doesn't know. Nikola Tesla is super adorable. He's just just wandering around and hiding under things, I'm gonna squeal. I should probably specify that Nikola Tesla is a cat, and Serbian inventor Nikola Tesla is not wandering around my house hiding under things because he is dead. I like the implication that if he were not dead, he would probably be wandering around your house hiding under things. Nikola, get out from under there. No. I didn't even know Rapunzel was supposed to be set in Germany until this, and I am German. Like, it's a fantasy kingdom in a fantasy country. Get a grip. You're German? Wait, give me a sec. I was actually going to say something in German, but I actually don't remember how, so never mind. Men's, hear me out. A slightly conventionally attractive woman with slightly shorter than average hair. Women's, hear me out. I'm a man, and I would get with that thing too. Happy for you. Thanks. How I see other people draw Rex. This is how I draw Rex. Things I can't draw. List not exhaustive. Hands, rocks, people, shoes, perspective and hands, buildings and perspectives. Things I can draw. Frogs. No, you have a nice unique style, that's cool. Drawing from imagination. Male face, female face, animal, vehicle. Apparently Arthur can draw everything but ducks. Someone draw Pablo sadly smoking. I tried to draw myself as a Tim Burton character. They said we used to draw these in kindergarten. Draw your favorite Nintendo character in this, and nothing else. Kirby is cute. Oh my gosh, Pharaoh, you are an absolute moron. Do I need to spell it out for you? Can you draw it instead? Best thing I've managed to draw since laying off the booze. A year ago, my hands shook so bad, I couldn't write my own name. Commission prompt, Chris Pratt in blue, but like Calvin and Hobbes. You got it, dude. I will absolutely draw that for you. You can literally always tell if an artist is / was a furry or not by asking them to draw a dog. Like this. Not a furry. Furry. Can you paint with all the colors of the wind? Alright, Picasso, calm down. My daughter dreamt it. I tried to draw it, and a local baker brought it to life. Her dream birthday cake. Meet Grog Unicorn. I love when they draw a carrot on top of the carrot cake, just to remind you this ain't no ordinary cake you're dealing with. I'm sure that the internet gets a bad reputation for no reason. The internet. Cats with human ears. For every human girl with cat ears you draw, another one of me exists. Think about the consequences of your actions next time. Fond memory I remembered was meeting Jerma at PAX a few years back, and I asked him to draw me a rat, and he said he had forgotten what a rat looked like for a brief second and drew me like this little funny guy. A very poorly made comic. I wouldn't be able to sleep if I didn't get this out of my system. When I was 18, my mum talked to me about marriage. Characters with this face. Characters with this face. Mobile games. Turns off Wi-Fi. Ads. User. Mobile game. You must be connected to play this game. Mobile game. User. Deletes app. I'll hollow when this happens. Happy couple, and then they are exes. Kermit the Frog. Hi, Superman. Superman. Hi, Kermit. Say, Superman, what's it like being a hero to millions? Oh, Kermit, you tell me. Have not stopped thinking about this tweet. Oh, I love this character so much. Wait, they're an awful person. Oh, but they're so silly. Man, I'm so hungry. How hungry? So hungry I could eat a horse. Something didn't feel right about those chili dogs. Oh, I still gotta get to work. Giraffe Tor drops a quarter. The crappy comic. Okay, but this is the purpose of the internet. I can look at a cute comic about a giraffe centaur who dropped his quarter trying to get a crappy vending machine snack. In no universe would I think of or make this myself. How awesome. Sir, your son is butt naked in the street. Walked home and saw these two kids holding hands and running down the block together, just laughing. Self-portrait. So basically you want to do loads of stuff, but not happening. Bad. Hands clasped, doing nothing. Laying down. He is not doing anything. A favorite dynamic of mine. Experiencing the horrors. The horrors. Modern Spider-Man comics will never have MJ and Peter be happy together like this anymore. Hey, it's almost hockey. Please don't ever do that again unless the account is indeed run by a 13-year-old. It is. What a weird insult. Admin. This one is actually good. 2009 versus 2019. It's a boomer meme, sir. But it checks out. She comes in my garden every day and sits in front of me while I work on my sketchbook. She doesn't want food. She just wants to sit there looking at me. Today, I covered her in a flower and we were both happy. It's insane that there was an ugly doll in the early 2000s named Wage, who was like an exploited worker, and a smaller version of him called Minimum Wage. Like, what did they mean by this? Neither wants to harm you. Please be kind to them. Bee versus Wasp. This is why I'm kind to both of them. Whatever this shoulder, elbow, arm circle thingy is. Okay, folks, this is my very serious water tutorial. Not Nintendo. I thought this was a Nintendo DS. I understand her. Look, Francis has a big jar of jam and a slice of bread. Francis Frances says she loves bread and jam, so why is she crying? I see London, I see France. This joke doesn't work because we are plants. Everyone hates you, Gary. Gary just wants to be liked. That Hotel California comic makes me lose my mind every single time. Welcome to the Hotel California. Such a lovely place, such a lovely face. There we go. Detail. 19th century colored illustrations of Buddhist heavens and hells. Gnocchi. Artists, have you ever drawn something that's so extremely powerful and moving that you're worried for the rest of your life you'll never be able to create something that invokes that much emotion, that much feelings, that for as long as you live, you will never be able to create something better, and anything you create afterwards, it's just a waste. Anyway, this is mine. How to draw Pikachu. Make fat deformed peanut. Add features. My drawing skills in a boring class versus in art class. Art is hard 99.8% of the time. But the craziest thing is that the trick to drawing the back of something is just draw the front and then erase everything but the outline. So this is what Jack actually drew. Favorite creature of legend / myth. Loch Ness Mobster. Damn, that is quite the misspelling. And this guy just goes on talking about that. I don't know. This is Tumblr. Haven't seen anyone do this ship dynamic yet. Ship dynamic. Old married couple. Really liked the concept of Peter sitting on the ceiling when sulking. No talk with me, I'm Angie. Get down from the ceiling, young man. Movie about a person who falls in love with death and continuously commits murder in order to spend more time with them, until death is finally like, you are making my job so much more difficult than it needs to be. Let's just go out for a coffee or something. Fine. Coffee? I drew a thing. This is AU, where flowers bloom in the wound of your soulmate. So in English class, we had to draw a scene from The Great Gatsby. After the drawings were done, the teacher was showing them to the class, and one drawing was a picture of Gatsby, reaching towards the green light. But in the drawing, Gatsby didn't have hands, so my teacher starts saying something like, how this picture has hidden meaning and portrays the helplessness Gatsby feels, and the kid next to me just casually says, I can't draw hands. This is honestly how symbolism works in English. My drawing of Anna hit like if you love, but it's bad. And this person proceeded to say the most outrageous thing ever, which I'm not reading. Screw your zodiac sign. What's your favorite column style? Probably Ionic. Pretty cool. Who would win? A huge and mysterious moth creature that has possible supernatural powers and is an omen of death. A porch light. You can't take the moth out of Mothman. I had a dream last night that Mothman was getting sued by the state of West Virginia for accidentally breaking light posts, and he hired me as his lawyer. And in court, I was like, now my client is a giant moth, so you can't blame him for loving lights. And halfway through my speech, I turned to address Mothman and saw he was bumping into the courtroom lights, and they broke and caused a power outage. Grr, write the call out post. What is going on here? I know I talk a lot about the relationships between humans and animals in ancient Rome, but I'm constantly very emotional about it. But I need you all to look at this part of a mosaic of a racehorse named Polydoxus that says, whether you win or not, we love you, Polydoxus. Man, I hate cursive. By Jim Benton. It took two of us multiple minutes to figure out this joke. It's a lemon demon. Midas and Medusa. A very brief affair. This is unspeakably perfect. I died. I guess you could say this moment was a stone cold gold. The way you can tell if an artist read Warrior Cats in middle school is by asking them to draw a cat. I scribbled this out in like 2 minutes because this is so real. Didn't read. Read. Bruh. A dude I know from work came in for the first time in months, and I thought he looked different, but I couldn't figure out why. So I asked if he'd changed his hair, and he was like, no, I got top surgery. I almost died. Girl, he had F cups. God damn, how didn't you notice? Mike from work. Mike with a haircut. Like this. Draw me getting maidens, please. Hi, cutie. Jess, you should draw me fighting a bear in hand-to-hand combat. That would be cool, I think. You should draw me being busy with my finals, unable to draw much. Okay. Explaining kitchen appliances to my pet medieval knights. The microwave, or Michael the Wavius, and Metal Fork, or Sir Silver Prong, are sworn enemies and can never cross paths, lest their meeting spell destruction for all. Disney. We gotta keep Mickey Mouse safe and sterile. He's gotta be appealing to small children. Paul. I am going to make Mickey Mouse an actual gremlin. Do you hear me? He is a feral rat now. Disney. Brilliant. Men trying to sound not in the mood by hating women is so funny. Whenever I hear the word thought or e-girl, it sounds like a 12th century man saying temptress. If she breathes, she is a temptress. All maidens beast fair. In my college psychology course, I remember reading about Lewis William Wayne's cat drawings as a tragic case study in schizophrenia. As a little late diagnosed autistic who happens to draw cats, I recognized those fractal patterns as stimming. He drew those patterns for comfort. Some explanations. Thank you. Don't make me say it again. Thank you for changing my life. I'm literally just an SAI flat brush. It'll end up looking very stiff and awkward. Instead, just redraw the character completely. Make them move around a bit. My nephew, who is like 11 11 or 12 is playing 5D chess with multiverse time travel, which is exactly what it says on the tin. I have never been more terrified of the youth of today. Here's a sample picture from the Steam page. What the hell is this? Are you winning, nephew? You could not possibly understand. I read The Hobbit in 3rd grade, and I thought it was really lame. However, I liked Bilbo, and for some reason I was fully convinced he was some sort of rabbit/mouse thing until I saw the movies, and was really confused. Okay, skeletons have xylophones, demons have fiddles, ghosts have theremins, and vampires have pipe organs. But what of the humble werewolf? What instrument does she get for her very own? Werewolves are vocalists. What instrument could rival her beautiful howl? They're in a band together. When I was young, my father said to me, "Knowledge is power, Francis Bacon." I understood it as knowledge is power, France is bacon. For more than a decade, I wondered what the meaning of the second part, and what was the surreal linkage between the two. If I said the quote to someone, "Knowledge is power, France is bacon," and I'd finished the quote, "France is bacon," and they wouldn't look at me like I'd said something very odd, but thoughtfully agree. I did ask a teacher what did "knowledge is power, Francis Bacon" meant, and got a full 10-minute explanation of knowledge is power, but nothing on Francis Bacon. When I prompted further explanation by saying Francis Bacon in a questioning tone, I just got a yes. At 12, I didn't have the confidence to press it further. I just accepted it as something I'd never understand. It wasn't years later until I saw it written down that the penny dropped. I weep because I think I hardly ever read anything funnier. Oh, ho, ho, knowledge is... Draw a face on the dog, then post your art. Okay, if you want to take part in this, just tweet me on Twitter, @Buzzcall. And I will reply to a few, and I will like all the ones I see. That is the opening of a portal to another dimension, and you cannot tell me otherwise. Really? Because I'm pretty sure that's a lightning guy riding a lightning horse. Y'all ever, nearly fall over, see God, and then just start walking again? Yeah, all the time. Why has no one drawn me yet? This is very disappointing. You're welcome. Wow, thanks so much. It looks just like me. This is terrifying. Everyone's invited. My fun roll. Cheerful laughing. My cremated body. Whoever catches most of my ashes get the will. 4 p.m, 8 p.m, 12 a.m, 4 a.m. I can't be the only artist whose art skill is somehow controlled by the time of day, or night, rather. Snakes with hands. So judgmental. I've been looking at so many photos of baby birds recently, and here are my conclusions. There are only 2 types of baby birds. Painted my girlfriend for every year that we've been together. Must be nice. Fully expecting a few carefully worded questions at the next parents' note. When I am 100 years old, I will gamble. The terrifying things that happen when I'm at school. Sketching a picture of a lion with my 7-year-old nephew in the room. Went to the bathroom and came back to this. Sloths are cute, but their skeletons are so creepy. I mean, looks like something a nightmare pooped out. Me, when I inject concrete into my thighs. I don't know what to call it. This is my favorite genre of image. Secret facts about stingrays. Normal face. Secret hidden second face. I finally found my drawing style. When you draw a good hand. When you draw 2 good hands. What horns do you want when you get to hell? What do you mean 14? There's not a 14 option. What do you mean? Huh? I want a dragon that breathes bullets instead of fire. Like, no explanation. But it just opens its mouth and out some lead. I like it. Good idea. Made a shocking discovery about taillights on cars. Oh, why did you do this? They look like anime eye. Trying to age a character is so damn hard. You had 3 lines and they age more than half a century instantly. 15. 80. Moving animated rabbits' eyes to where they are on in real life rabbits. My milk carton's starting to freak me out. Milk Walker says, "Where you live." Y'all know what I'm about to do. The way villains smile. Me, carrying the fantasy world that I have created in my head. Best friend. Congrats to the 2 winners of the Froggo Drawing Contest. Remember that the winners of this contest were chosen through likes. If they put me in a big pot of soup, I would be fine. Watching the pot so it won't boil. Frustrated captor. Foolproof plan. Drawing mental illnesses. Lactose intolerant. This is a new one. Moo. So this is all they think about, just cows and milk. I just saw a man sitting on the footpath with 4 evenly spaced pigeons all sitting in the same pose, like they were together, like this. Every time someone makes an artist's rendition of a weird little guy they saw in public, instead of recording them without consent, an angel gets its wings. When your brain says yay, but your motivation says nay, I don't understand. Distinguished gentleman.
Yeah.
My wife locked herself in the bedroom to rage color. Whenever we check on her, she slides another page under the door. Have you ever heard anyone say, easier done than said? So one day my coworker said, is anything easier done than said? And I let him pontificate about this for a while. And then I said to him, silence. And that blew his mind. Gotta catch 'em all. Loneliness. interpersonal, social, cultural, intellectual, psychological, existential/cosmic. Let go of the things in your life that are holding you back. See you in hell.
Mama.
Weird, eerily specific 2000s memory. Logos, usually for health orgs, with people who look like this. Yeah, actually, what was up with that? Museum worker hangs up his own painting, hoping for a big break, gets fired instead. Do you guys think future boomer comics will look like this? I wonder what prompts he used. Teachers, it's okay, we're not all Picassos. Picasso? Finding your art style is literally puberty for artists. The 6-year-old son of a colleague has just drawn this. He has offered no explanation for it. This has gone on for 20 years. I don't know what this strip is called, but I love it. Simple character design. Becomes super detailed sometimes. My art in a boring class versus in art class. I can't breathe. You make my heart go. Girls drawing girls versus boys drawing girls. Chicken, chicken. The people have spoken. Coming up with dynamic poses, more like. Alright, who's got that drawing of the guy with big teeth, biting the wood really hard? You aren't doing it wrong if no one knows what you are doing. I mean, when your program is a complete mess, but it does the job. What happened to him? He tried to draw. Hearing terms like skibbity toilet and rizzler as a 25-year-old. Grubble, plob, bob, 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 yob, yob. When cat does leg thing. Can I get a refund for having seen this? Thanks, I hate it. Love wins. Anyone else a huge fan of these kinds of structures? I had this picture open in my lab in the Popeyes drive-thru, and the teen working pointed and asked, "Who is that?" And I just said, "Oh, sorry," and put it away. Share a piece of lore about yourself. The first time I met George Bush, I was like 7 or 8, and I corrected his grammar. He said to my dad, mind you, "What beautiful childs you have." And my little autistic self went, "Isn't it, children?" My parents were relieved. My catchphrase at the time was, "George Bush hates poor people." Since the two best-selling games of all time are Tetris and Minecraft, I think we can safely say that people love squares. It's show and tell, children. What do you bring? The cube. The cube. The cube? No. Caution. Tomatoes. Rumbling. What? Setting the score right now and saying art of a character pointing a gun down at you and crying is extremely funny. Whenever I see fan art of any character pointing a gun down at the POV, I feel like this. Chicken in trousers, drawn in 1783. It really is a chicken in trousers. I am kind of sad, okay? This cat's name is Princess Monster Truck. Thank you. I will never be sad again. Someone drew me fan art, but replaced my headphones with AirPods and then insulted me for being broke in the caption. Please ignore the background. OMG, I have no idea what I was thinking. Anyway, this is Bold Boy Blues. Enjoy, even though it looks nothing like him. Also, I gave him AirPods instead of headphones because it's 2019 and I don't speak broke. Looking back, 2019 just didn't feel real. Favorite visual gags? Something drawn realistically to show an emotion. Something drawn poorly to show an emotion. Found my wife's secret Reddit account. She left the browser open on her computer while I was ordering pizza and I was curious, and they are mostly posts about how much she loves me and pictures of our dog. I found this drawing that I did when I was 6 or 7 and I've been crying every time I see the normal difficulty. This was on the back. I am pooping myself. Benefits of having a job. Woo, money. Bad parts of having a job. The only manufactured celebrities we need is Barbie, Hatsune Miku, and the Muppets. Forgot one more. How to draw Spider-Man. 1. Draw 3 circles. 2. Draw the rest of Spider-Man. My friend's drawing versus mine. What about their freedom to lie on the tracks? OP hates liberty. You can stop the trolley at any time, but doing so would disrupt the trolley service, causing the company to lose profits. If I lie on the tracks enthusiastically enough, they'll let me in the trolley. I just know it. If you stop the trolley now, it would be unfair to the people who worked hard to get run over by it in the past. The 2 circles have the exact same size. Damn, that's a good optical illusion. I can't even see the circles. The bird sanctuary I used to work for just posted this picture of a baby vulture who needs pence because he won't stop messing with his leg splints. Please, someone draw him. I love the drawing. Okay, how the hell do furries do it? Someone tweeted a bird expert. I saw this bird, what's it called? People mocking the sketch until the expert replied, "Oh yeah, that's a 12-wired bird of paradise. The sketch is great, except you're missing 5 wires. Stop mistreating your TVHs. Malnourished. Unethically bred." My 11-year-old nephew sent this crayon drawing of our dog, so I'm taking the afternoon off to revise the will. Meet the Chevrotain, aka the Mouster. They have hooves and look like how you would draw a dog if you sucked at drawing. Finish the drawing. It's a Trojan! Found
some weapons I drew when I was drunk. Gay juice. Enemy drink. Enemy. Now enemy gay got him. Check your DMs. It's important. My cat just squashed himself into the funniest position I've ever seen, but I couldn't get my phone to take a picture without moving him, so I drew it. Today, I saw a bee flying off with a flower. She'll be so proud of me. I wish seals were only a few inches big so I could keep a few in a 20-gallon tank. Let's put some hamsters on an island and this may happen. Today I will play God. Sometimes it do be like that. Please give a lady a break. I work very hard. I'm trying my best. I'm so tired all the goddamn time. What's with the smoke? Is someone having a barbecue? Crumb, that's drugs. Turnip, round root that is eaten as a vegetable. And that our illustrator said he could draw no problem, but look how bad he messed it up. How much you want to bet that was filler text that they completely forgot to replace with an actual caption? Let me bring to your attention one of the first drawings of SpongeBob. Put it back. An abomination against God and nature. Something you really want to draw that looks perfect in your head but is too complex for your artistic level. Is that a reaction image or an example? I envy people who can provide deep analysis about their favorite media and or characters, because whenever I like something a lot, it looks like, did you hear about the Italian chef that died? No, I did not. What happened? He passed away. What was his name? You, my point. A favorite dynamic of mine. Experiencing the horrors. How are you? Everything, everywhere, all at once. I drew a picture of your OC. I hope you don't mind that I put some of my headcanons on it. So whenever I go out to eat, I always get a box for my food and draw whatever food it is with disturbingly toned limbs, and our waitress got so excited when she saw my legged macaroni that she called another waitress over to see it. Every character's eye color becomes black once I get my hands on them. How I wanted to draw eyes when I was 13. How I draw eyes now. When we try to befriend cats, we mimic their meows and get down on the ground to their level and try to gently coax them to interact with us. That horrifying entity mimicking human noises at us maybe just thinks we're cool and wants to pet us. Well, next time I hear a horrifying entity mimicking human noises, I'll go near them, sure. Stupidly highly specific gripe. Video players when playing. Video players when paused. Screw you if you want to take a screenshot. In an imaginary world, are we even responsible for our actions? What are you doing? It's a mystery. Artists who draw with their finger on a phone are born this way. Trust me, we like it for completely different reasons. I like this thing. I like this thing too. Self-portrait. This artist is not working. Black canvas. Gay sitting. Phone out. He is not drawing. Drawing mental illnesses. Can you please do lactose intolerance? British people next. I say it all the time, but I love seeing people draw old men, when their art style is obviously 20-year-old skinny people. It's great. The subject, the style, the how to draw a black cat tutorial. 1. Bull. 2. Eyes. 3. Paint. 4. Cat. I had a dream I went to Nintendo, and they revealed to me that all of this time, the real Pokemon designer was this Russian guy named Vladimir Pokemon Designer. And I asked him why he named Jigglypuff that, and he said, "Is Puff, is Jiggly. Are you a jokester?" And crushed my head like an empty soda can. And then they drew it animated, I guess. I like the crushed drawing. Very nice. Yes, I'm an artist. Yes, I love to draw in perspective. Wow, just look at how the angles make it come to life. It feels like I'm there. Did you know opossums can't actually get rabies? But I can. Did you really know? Turns out opossums can get rabies, and it's just very rare due to their low body temperature. I, however, can and will get rabies, and there is nothing you can do to stop me. Where are you on the bunny scale today? 1. Hello, friend. 10. The rocks are quiet because the trees are listening. So, which one is better? Teacher, yesterday will we painting? Sebastian, when do my drawing tomorrow? Teacher, yes. Kid named Radiator. Drawing the second eye, be like. Damn, Zorro lost as hell, bro. Where the hell am I even? Drawing every this is supposed to be Luigi. How? GPU does not stand for Goblin Prison Unit. There are no goblins drawing your game in your monitor. What the hell happened to him? So it came to my attention recently that not everyone knows Great Britain is an old lady riding on a pig, and now I will never unsee it. I live in the butt of a pig, checking on the boys because I hear them doing their play meows, and I want to make sure they aren't hurting each other, and this is what I see. I drew a ninja. I love it. Happiness is Sussex Sarah, age 100. I'm going to take your big potato-shaped head and boil you alive, and make myself some delicious mashed potato with it, and use your brain as cheese for my tasers. VTube idea. My Sona visibility deteriorates the longer the stream goes. Stream starts. 2 hours. 5 hours. Yeah, it doesn't really look like a 5, does it? It looks more like a J. J hours. Wait, I'm so emotional over this glass mosaic of a gorgeous whale and her precious calf commuting on the one train. So you're little Bobby. Well, Rex here has been going on and on about you for the last 50 years. I know it's just a drawing, but
My heart is going to explode. How I interpret versus how I interpret. A small guide to my emoticon usage. Someone please draw this as a girl gang. This is everything I never knew I needed in life. Trick or treating with 3 of your past lives. This shouldn't be as cute as it is. Never too late for a concept full of this much doll. He's just legs. I'm a teacher in France and I can't decide which is crazier. A, that my students still do this doodle. Or B, that in France it's called L'essai américain. This may just be the greatest birthday gift I have ever received. Live through the ditches. Laugh through the witches. Love. In the back of my Dracula. Amateur opossum actress. I object to the diminishment of this opossum's obvious theatrical skill and training. So my son said he didn't fall out of bed this morning, but the evidence stated otherwise. Wait, your son looks like an infant. How can he speak? Cats only have 2 moods. Go away. Or, yeah. Don't get me wrong, axolotls are adorable and deserve the love, but I don't see enough attention for their freaky cave hermit cousins, the Olm. Like the video if you think the woman on the right is just as beautiful as the woman on the left. I procrastinate so much. I'll probably put death off and never die. The secret to immortality. Tumblr users are immortal. I can now imagine the Grim Reaper standing beside me all annoyed and stuff and glancing at his watch all the time. And me being like, just one more reblog. Dude, your heart stopped beating 10 minutes ago. I don't care about your OTP. Saw a guy at uni today wearing this hoodie. I couldn't see the text on the back, but I could see there was definitely text and images there. I can only conclude that this guy was genuinely walking around campus wearing drug instructions. They had not been seen together in the museum galleries for quite a while. Monet's Women with Umbrellas are once again side by side in the Impressionists gallery. And then they lived happily ever after. The end. Oh boy, time to do some sleep. But what about the embarrassing thing that happened 8 years ago? This is my life in a nutshell. This is so dumb, but take it. The idea just decided to eat my brain. How are you making that noise with your mouth? Don't talk to me. Please stop. Don't ever talk to me. I accidentally almost sent this to the person it's about, and my life flashed before my eyes. The answer is 50 eagles and 10,000 rats. There is no other answer. The sheer mass of rats would smother every other animal, and the hunter couldn't even take out 50 eagles with a bolt-action rifle. What is the question? Every black crown should be named Void of Existential Anguish Black. Only reblogging for the purple one. Pregnancy test blue. Moral ambiguity gray. I had a friend that, God love him, doesn't photograph well. He's very laid back, but the problem is that his resting face looks absolutely furious, and he started to lean into it. Me and my friends have a few group photos that look like this. Older sibling who is a fan of specific media. Younger sibling becoming a fan of said media. New shirt design. What do you think? Looks great. 2 more days of inking, and this book is in the can. Bro is still making this. Blink twice if they are forcing you to do this. Bro is. Mediocre drawing. 15,000 upvotes, but I'm holding it 6.6. Makes no sense. Draw an emoji that best describes how you are feeling about school. Picture in my sister's book about the dangers of the internet. She's smiling. Ain't no danger. She aight. Therapist. And what do we do when something goes wrong? Add to cart. Genocide. Cry. Mood. F in the chat. Lol. XD. Mental breakdown. It be like that sometimes. Shots. Thank you. If I had $1 for every time I think of you. No, don't. I would have $1. Cause you never leave my mind. But when you get home from a night out and your dad, what? No, never happened. Is this an accurate representation of America or no? California? No. T-Sax, General Yeehaw Area. Flow Rider, New York. Scariest things found in the ocean. Part 1. This fish feels fine. I often scare my friends with my eyes. They are usually brown since I stay indoor most of the time. However, when I go out and it's sunny, they turn golden during the winter and green during the summer. Okay. Art theft alert. Attention all Twitter artists. There is a dangerous art theft roaming in our community. If someone named MinionBoy2011 messages you on DeviantArt, block him immediately. My art versus his art. Oh my goodness, Applejack. Look, it's Animalocaris, one of the most recognizable creatures of the Cambrian explosion. A rare sighting. You know, you don't have to wear your cloak of shame during sessions. Book delivery, ordered prepared by some guy who needs to sleep. Every time I see this, I lose my mind. I have died every day waiting for you. Commentary guy. Popular guy situation is crazy. PP situation is crazy. Huge poop and fart and drama. Coaxed into snafu situation is crazy. I still like this one. It's rare I get to make things this way nowadays. Not even sure where something like this would even fit anymore. Bummer. Like a Japanese anime. When the ADHD hits at 3 AM and you want to learn animation, background design, storyboarding, layout design, sewing, to speak French. Me, seeing an art style I really like, I think I'm a bad person. I think you're a good person. I must have tricked her into thinking I'm a good person. It's probably because I'm such a bad person. Therapy. Check it out, bro. Look, it's a turkey. Baby turkey. Bee versus wasp. Neither wants to harm you. Please be kind to them. Thinking of you. Nervous? Well, I am now, aren't I? Having been on Tumblr for 10 solid years, without ever leaving, and now watching all these people come crawling back in after scorning it all this time, makes me feel like a naughty king on a throne, but also the court jester. But also the castle itself, but also the alligators in the moat, because alligators are really cool. The jesters have taken over the abandoned throne. Y'all left. We're the ones in charge here now. I have drawn the speed mouse. Is it acceptable? Mother, yes, I require. What do I require? Provide. Remember the time Miette ate a lizard and spent a week on another plane of existence? I'm what the kids call relatable. It's 3 AM. Went to the MOMA and I saw my life flash before my eyes for a second. I don't see anything, I just see lines. More lines. Doodle somewhere in your English textbook. Thank you, mother. 3-hour drawing on expensive paper. When will the government stop your sinful hand? Here's a quick tutorial on how to properly draw hands. Not this. Perfect, where you can't see them. I'm having one of these today, and I'm trying not to panic. Oh hey, my art's What the hell? What was that? Oh hey, my art's improving. I find this trope funny. Eyes in anime. Female. Full of color. Highlights. Beautiful lashes. Male. Dot. Am I the only one? What, you see this is that? Yeah. I don't see them as crying, but I don't really see it as that face either. Actually, I kinda do. The mouth needs to be further up to the eyes. Huge fan. Step 1. Establish character filled with joyous whimsy. Step 2. Inflict soul-crushing trauma.
Villain Saga.
I made this at like 5 AM last night, and don't even know what joke I was trying to make. What if you, but God said. Hold on, I'm trying to think of why they did this. Is it the Matt Groening watermark? That's the only difference, I think. Like the signature. Not in math, but I just laughed at this until I cried, while my best friend was teaching his calculus session. Still not sure why they let me be a faculty member. What kind of music do you like? I'm a big metal fan. Fantasy authors fear the Landknecht and his trope. Realistic fantasy setting. No color ever. Everyone wears boring black and grey mail and leather. Real life medieval elite mercenaries. Studies at the Musée de... I wish I could do this. Both the right and the left. I mean, I could do it, I just gotta start drawing, but... Bleh. Anatomy of the... Okay, off topic, but I had a dream of going on a ship with prehistoric crocodiles, and they were eating people. Very weird. Just thought I'd share that with you guys. I painted myself drawing myself. Painting myself, Oh, I'm not... No, just no. Let's leave it alone. This was never a thing. Kids' drawings that accidentally revealed their parents' secrets. This is what my mum looks like in the morning versus when she's going out. So your mom just dresses up to look nice when she's going out? No way! That's such an accidental reveal of a parent's secret. Realizing that we're almost halfway through the year 2013, and I have achieved... Wow, what a timeless meme! We're nearly halfway through 2024, guys. How's it going? Everyone call Ogre stupid, and it's true. Ogre barely even literate. Ogre finally finished... This makes me so sad. Someone please tell him his analysis may be superficial, but it shows a deep understanding of symbolism. There are actually legit names for all these types of pencil grip. Okay, well, I used to wear a pencil grip, but I would still hold my pencil like top right. Actually, no, mine isn't even on the list. I hold a pencil or a pen with 3 fingers. My index, my middle finger, and my thumb. A rainbow is not a circle. It's actually a cone. What you see is a circular section of that cone that has its vertex on your eye. So when you think about it, the treasure at the end of the rainbow was inside you all along. I could go to bed, or I could put on headphones and listen to the same song on repeat while I make music videos in my head. The thing with me though, if I'm trying to sleep and there's any noise, I cannot sleep. In terms of like noise that I don't like. Like let's say a TV is on downstairs. Even if it's at the slightest volume where I can hear it, I won't be able to sleep. But once I'm sleeping, I'm sleeping. I hate drawing perspective because every time it just looks like this. The creator of the smiley face got paid only $70 and never received any royalties after that. A flying alligator. But it doesn't have wings or anything. It just floats in the air like it's attached to invisible balloons. I think the Among Guy. plural, for Among Us, are larval Teletubbies. I saw this and can't stop thinking about how much better I am at making plans than God. Dysphoric at the moment. I'll never be a real girl. The words of prophets are written on the subway walls. In Garth, we trust. Imagine if your dad was a minotaur and your mum was a mermaid, and you got the human half of both, and now you're just some guy. Bite me as hard as you please, and make me see the stars. I am yours to use. Imagine a burger saying this. I found my kindergarten notebook. I, too, am a fan of Broglie. I'm gonna dribble this basketball, like hell you are. I just found this comic I drew in 2012. Predators who draw very weird stuff. When I post a drawing of a very detailed drawing of their house online, suddenly it's not just a drawing anymore. The people have spoken. Chicken. Okay, so like, I'm a monstrosity of humankind. Which one are you guys? I occasionally 3, but often I'm just 2. Does this annoy anyone else as much as me? Real ancient battles. TV show ancient battles. Some of you really deserve to be called the F word. Friend, started producing in class. My problem-solving skills leave a lot to be desired. Is this hot? The person who discovered sharks. I am going into the big wetness. Smooth lines are eating me. A bull that will annoy artists. Delete your account. Never. Wait, this question is important. Cute little creature being evil, or big scary creature being kind. Our exterminator left his notebook at our house today, and literally, this was all he wrote down. Drawing tutorials be like, 1, 2, 3, 4. There needs to be more messed up, miserable emojis. None of the crying emojis express what I'm trying to express. I don't feel that. I feel this. Yo, you don't mind doing a hand tutorial? If not, it's fine. Not to brag or anything, but I think it's clear who did a better job. Drawing dream. I can't breathe when you're not there. I'm going to draw you. Really? I think I have to start over. I messed up really bad. Please consider Thomas's style. The little engine that could style. Chuggington style. Please consider. Telling a group of people to draw a troll face by memory is the funniest thing, I swear. The results are always funny. Shrek Universe has 2 wolf designs, and I love them. Babysitting tonight. We were both peacefully drawing, and I went to the bathroom for 30 seconds. I drew her a new face. I can't believe language was invented. Like, everyone was just chilling quiet, and then one day someone started saying stuff. A bunch of cavemen, just sitting around, chewing on sticks or something. One caveman stubs his toe on a rock. Ah, fuck. The other caveman. I walked into my dad's room, and he's devouring an entire head of broccoli, like it's a chicken leg, while watching a movie. I feel sad for the olives. So I ordered a burrito to go, with no olives. This was on the top of the box. This drawing was made 700 years ago by a 7-year-old boy named Onfim, who lived in Novgorod. When you DM your friend something weird because they need to suffer with you, be right back crying at these cartoons my grandpa drew for my grandma when they were long distance in the 60s. Me, when I first started drawing creases on clothes and did not know what was enough, how to recognize werewolves. Who's a good boy? I sensed the forces of the darkness gathering. I started tutoring at the local art center today, and kids are something else. Yours truly, the person being nice as hell and using their profile picture. Consider the opposite, the person talking about something serious / venting their profile picture. I just remembered, one time in kindergarten, I punched this girl I knew because we were drawing birds and she drew her bird with a human nose and mouth, and it annoyed me so badly I went into like berserker mode. It looked like this. So my friend sent this picture of this cat while I was falling asleep, and my eyes started to blur, and all I could see while looking at that photo was this horrible thing I drew. Society. That biker smells like crap. The hell is that smell? Just gonna lean over and let this little poot out. God, I've been the biker guy. If angels are terrifying monstrosities that tell you, be not afraid, are demons adorable harmless creatures that demand to be feared? This comic will forever be the funniest thing I've ever read in my life. Do you want them sweet or salty? I want them like her. We do not have ugly popcorn. Redraw of a fan favorite. La creature. You're scaring it away. Knuckle tattoos that say AI generated. Where does the 11th letter go? Ah, my bones. Bone thief. This post is incredible. I'm in a tremendous amount of pain right now. Ah, did you get your bones stolen by the bone horse? Here's the whole horrible family. What if, by some ludicrous shenanigan, Sideshow Bob is the kid's godfather? I have a way to explain this, I swear. Drawing challenge. Use a wildlife picture as inspiration for drawing human figures. Likes to know. Regrets knowing. Listen, there's no secret mankind won't one day know and perhaps regret knowing. Likes to know. Regrets knowing. Weaponizing knowledge. Secret third option. An observation. Women's rave gear versus men's rave gear. I thought your profile picture was a picture of Plankton from SpongeBob sassily leaning on the side of the profile picture border with his eyes half shut. I was in a call with this guy once because he was debating a friend and he was using the robot voice. Then went to piss this, but didn't mute, so I heard him piss in the robot voice. Gracefully flips over a quesadilla, I don't know. Anyone would be lucky to have me. I'm going to bed. Nightly Spiral. This is my favorite comic ever. I have never seen something capture the experience so well. This stupid kid won't share his Doritos. That's Ellen DeGeneres. Not so generous now. You become what you feed your mind. The Grimace Shake trend, but with this. Grimace, no. Every 6 months, a new show comes out that looks like this. The Bengals. Evolution. Dude, go away. I laughed too loudly at this. God, I love characters. Click, click, click. Blah, 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 blah. Character who doesn't need glasses. Character who does. Without. Actually, the best character designs are the ones like this. If you wear glasses though, this is exactly what it feels like. I hate how no one just listens. Bro, shut your corny ass up. Turns my wizard hat backwards. It looks exactly the same, but I'm considerably more smug now. Like this. Originally, the entire family except for Mr. Incredible was able to fly. To the rescue. I can't fake laugh. It's not possible. If you plagiarize, I will destroy you. It will hurt. My professor, who's approximately as intimidating as a muffin, keeps saying stuff like this, and it is so silly. I love when you're listening to completely apeshit music while sitting completely still. Meanwhile, in your head there's murder, violence, and crime going on. Feels exactly like this image. My favorite ship dynamics. Force, gravity, drag, buoyancy. There's plenty of fish in the sea. Me. I can't swim. Why must my feelings be rational? Is it not enough to sit quietly in my Hawaiian shirt, deranged? When is it safe to leave the bog? Tuesday. Shit, I missed my window. Next week, I guess. Reblog on Tuesday to let your followers know it's safe to leave the bog. Do you ever just... Wait a second. Oh my god. It was trauma. All this time? Can someone tell me what this is supposed to mean? A robot with the corpse of a child inside of it having body dysmorphia is absolutely insane. Me. God. I need to study. My brain. Draw your persona wearing this. I can't think of anything I've ever drawn worse than this actually. Bad news, guys. I've developed the habit of just giving a thumbs up whenever I see anything I like. This includes things I like online. I can't stop. Me to my 10-year-old. Sure, you can use your new art set if it gets you away from the iPad. 10-year-old to herself. Sweet. You must be okay with me painting a rainbow farting moose on my bedroom wall and door. Why does this only happen when I'm in public? The poor, unsuspecting person behind me. Me, trying to quickly scroll past. The most in-the-mood post the algorithm gods could have thrown upon my dash. Like, this has to be some sort of universal experience. I've been told the first sketch is impractical, so I have also attached the plants to the ceiling fan for balance. Incredible book cover. Basic microwaving. Going to a psychiatrist's office in the wonderful country of Canada. Please euthanize me. Yeah. Please leave, sir. Yeah. Please go. Euthanize me. Sir, you have to leave. Please put me out of my misery, I'm begging you. Y'all. It's lemon grab. I'm screaming. Unacceptable! When you somehow draw something really good, and now you've accidentally set the standard for your next drawing too high. I've been reading a book of mid-century Chinese satirical cartoons. This person had the modern meme template pegged before any of us were breathing. Looking at my faults. Looking at other people's faults. Goth girlfriend and cottagecore girlfriend. Bobby Hill, 23. Now, a very popular variety streamer. Does anyone else remember when this base was everywhere? No. My cousin's middle school student drew this in her art class. Why do you need all that deodorant? I need it for my armpits. I don't but Shark Lava and Boy Girl. Definitely cooler than the other two. Apparently, there is a Marvel character who turns into a buff wolf and she calls herself Good Boy. And she refers to her wolf form as her persona. And how am I just now learning of this? Saddest thing I've drawn. Dino World. The my eyes are up here hat, but with those alien googly eyes bouncing above it. Girls are trying to apply the lyrics of their favorite songs to the thing that they like at the moment. I'm Girl. A nine-tailed thing, but all the tails are those floating inflatable men you see outside car dealerships. For years, I've had a mental scale for all of the artists I've seen online who draw Mario often, and today I had to visualize it for some pals, so here you go. Some people take this website too seriously. I will never get over this joke. Dude, look at my friend and his stupid girlfriend matching profile pictures. I'm actually going to end it. The cowboy has failed us, but we can build a better cowboy. A cowman. God, creating Lil Nas X. Are you okay after yesterday? Yes, just need some burgers to validate my gender identity. Why? And also, stop. Does this actually happen to women? Spending $30 on groceries versus spending $56 on a little plushie. Actually, all fossil reconstructions are wrong because flesh only evolved recently. Before that, it was a bone world. First is the worst, second is the best, third is the last one. You failed at spelling bee again, didn't you? What if this was in your house and room? Girls are all the same. No, it's men that are all bad. Now you're obligated to draw the rest. I don't know what to feel about this. Lust. Tigers in the night. I very much enjoy how my mind scrambles to make sense of this. The tiger, he destroyed his cage. Yes, the tiger is out. Please, I want to be loved. No, make myself vulnerable. Only love. Alternatively, please, I want the rewards of being loved. No, mortifying ideal of being known. Only love. I love it when my cats make that one face when I scratch their chins. The one, you know what I mean. Artist rendition. One of the biggest tells that I used to read Homestuck is how I instinctively drew dogs like this. Nondescript, furry, ex-Homestuck. Honestly, what is it with STEM fields and turning every man who majors in one to look like this? My father used to be a frat who went to parties and got drunk, but every picture of him post-graduating in chemical engineering looks like this. What happened? STEM bioification is real, and it happened to me. Heartbreaking. A voice actor for character Lisa the Simpson was vaporized by a solar flare this afternoon. Heh, bad news. I've memorized your attack pattern. The good news is that I'm not athletic enough to dodge any of them, so all of your attacks will still land like normal. Me and my dad just stood at the kitchen window for 10 minutes looking at this one bird, trying to find out what it was. Like, I'm just saying, I was made to be a middle-aged man. I can't wait. Just staring at the thing. Please draw Ran driving a green Mini Cooper Countryman. I'm broke. I had to stop drawing immediately because it looked too much like Germa. My first joke I ever made was drawing a comic where two people are staring at a dress in the middle of a store. One of them says, I would die for that dress, and the other says, I would kill for that dress, and then they both look at each other awkwardly. This was when I was 6, and every day I wake up knowing I will never be able to top this. My magnum opus. What do you mean you don't like mint chocolate? I said what I said. Toothpaste. It's just frozen toothpaste. People who say mint ice cream tastes like toothpaste must not brush their teeth, because no it does not. Yes it does. They don't know. They should stay 100 yards away from me. My drawing was not a picture of a hat. It was a picture of a boa constrictor digesting an elephant from one of my favorite books of all time. I heard someone swear, you motherfuck, over the phone the other day, and all I could think of was this. Motherfuck, fuck, baby fucklings. To get the best Wattpad experience, tell us about yourself. Your response will be kept private. Pick one, you bold, genderless idiot. The trolley has now become an unstoppable trolley mech. You can choose not to pull the levers, but you'll miss out on the opportunity to hit stuff with your sick robot arm. Dude with the levers should look happier. Roll reversal. This is Mona Lisa painting a portrait of Leonardo da Vinci. Usually, I'm pretty dismissive of AI art, but this is the first piece that's made me feel sitting down on park bench and the anti-homeless spike goes fully into my butt. True, sunshine protector, sunshine. Well, she did a bad job. For some reason, I'm still trying to watch my posture to avoid becoming a vulture. I should just embrace it at this point. I have already mastered eating horribly and vomiting when threatened, so all I have left to figure out is flight, and I'm good. My game of friends says, shrimp check, every now and then to make sure we're not slouching, but you know how it is. I'm stupid. Oh, thank God. Asking for a diagnosis be like, so I can sometimes focus for up to an hour after days or weeks of doing nothing or anything. Can function. Case closed. God, I love how pitbulls are. Me featuring my inability to like something casually. A piece of media I'm avoiding because I know I'm going to love it so much that I will spend all my time and money and energy on it. I don't have this problem. Thankfully. I love that whenever something messed up happens in front of Jesse in Breaking Bad, he looks exactly like this. Reddit is having a glitch where it puts the wrong captions over photos, and it's the only thing I care about right now. What if Kirby wore lipstick? Gorgeous. I just learned that the Russian word for ladybug translates to God's little cow. It's the same in Irish. Guinea pig Instagram accounts are so funny because the captions will be like, pumpkin is being extra sassy today, and the picture is literally just, I just remembered that one time in middle school where an art friend asked me if I knew what a furry was, and I was like, no I don't. And she asked me to draw a dog, and this is what I delivered, with this look in response from her face. One time in middle school, I stayed up all night reading Warrior Cat, and for some reason got so into it, I plucked my eyebrow hairs with my fingers for 4 hours without noticing, and my dad still made me go to school. And people kept saying, what the fuck happened to your eyebrows? Unfortunately, Taylor Swift is sick and cannot perform, but don't worry, the show must go on. We managed to find a replacement. Ha 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 ha. Failed the entire test, but that's okay because my art is cool. I love following rock blogs on here because they will post pictures of the band members and be like, oh my, they're so cute and soft, I love them. But every time, they look exactly like this. Project manager. What's technical debt? Explain it to me like I'm a 6-year-old. Dave. Haggy has a hole in his roof. He never fixed it because on rainy days it is too wet to work, and on sunny days it does not mean fixing. Sometimes when I feel bad about a first draft, I like to think about this behind the scenes sketch of the facehugger from Alien. I convinced my Spanish teacher that German was my uncle who lived in Germany and died tragically in a house fire. I got to make a Day of the Dead poster for him. Okay, but what if you had had a special bed instead. My bones are safe. Soft, comfy. Nothing says commitment like buying a new mattress. That perspective though. Honestly, this is impressive. This assy art does perspective better than me. What the hell? I went into Costco for the first time ever yesterday. I don't think I've ever been in a store that made me feel more like I was constantly in the way and everyone wanted to kill me. Wow, 6 cans of tomatoes for $12. Pressed as flat against the greatest possible. Every mystery we solve brings me closer to the realization that the only monsters in this world are pathetic old men trying to steal as much money as they can. Wow, Shaggy making a hippie as the punchline of the joke in the 60s really backfired, didn't it? Cylindrical, semi-arc, commercial, compact, full arc. Really thought you all needed to see this bunny-shaped chart I found on an official rabbit breed website. I need you all to understand this. We don't talk about this enough. Make a cup of tea, set the used tea bag on a piece of paper. What does the stain remind you of? Bear, very fat. I take my art practice very seriously. This is a form of divination, you know? ADHD. Normal brain, video game. ADHD brain. This is just overstimulating yourself. I mean, what I found out is when I usually watch stuff on the sides if I'm playing a game, I don't really enjoy the game as much, and I'm not that locked in, so I wouldn't recommend watching stuff on the side if you want to enjoy a game. I doubt anyone cares about my posts anymore, but here's my finished drawing of Edward Elric's Automail. I wanted to make the metal look as realistic as possible. I care. Want to know why? Because this is amazing. The artist. Oh man, that guy's cake is way better than mine. The audience. No way, 2 cakes. People have written a lot of touchy-feeling pieces on this subject, but I thought I would get right to the heart of the matter. In Germany, hornets are protected. No one here would come up to the idea of cutting them with scissors. This is so terrible. Despising. This is so... I mean, don't cut them with scissors. That's cruel. I don't know. Surely there's better ways of killing them. I don't know the best way to kill hornets, but really chopping them in half with some scissors.